Remember, kids, that there is no I in team, but there is an I, and I'm peaking. As in, welcome back to the I'm Peaking podcast. My name is Daniel.
I really like that. That's the first time we've had an intro like that.
He actually test ran that in the car at EDSea Orlando.
He did. I thought you guys were going to also introduce yourselves.
You're talking, so you introduce yourself
I already said I'm Daniel.
And then you introduce our guest.
Yeah.
Oh. Then you introduce our guest.
Again. Yes. I'm Daniel, a.k.a. Lil California. And today we also have a special guest on this side, and that is Lil Texas.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah.
In the flesh here. I'm Peaking Podcast.
That's what's up. I'm also your host, Nand.
I'm also a host, Devin. And we also have another special guest today as well, Sadgirlsdub, a.k.a.
Haille. Hi.
I thought your name was Courtney. What the hell?
Yeah, what is it?
It's
Haille. I thought it was Haille.
It's Haille. It's Haille. Don't worry. I have two.
She goes
I
by
have like an
many
alter
aliases.
ego. I have a festival alter ego.
Alter ego?
Yeah.
Okay.
That festival alter ego is Courtney?
Yeah, it
I
is.
see.
Yeah.
Fun fact, my festival alter ego is Jared Ficklesnitch. These guys know. Every time, like, I have lore, I have background, I have everything about Jared Ficklesnitch. When I'm like really, really drunk, Jared comes out to play.
Yeah, he gets sassy as fuck.
I get so sassy, man.
No, Jared's kind of scary. He likes to hump the air, like just very, very vigorously.
He also likes to yell in your ear a lot.
Oh,
No, that's not just your ear. Like I stim a lot. So like my ADHD.
I stim a lot?
I stim a lot. My ADHD brain. I just want to scream at every like 30 seconds when I'm at a festival. Like if there's a really good drop, a really good moment. Like I know everyone's like, oh my god, this feels great. No, I want to scream, and I will do exactly that. And then like everyone's like, oh yeah, you're gonna lose your voice. My voice isn't gone.
Not Jared.
Not Jared.
Not Jared.
Oh yeah, by the way, it's really cold, and I'm just gonna. It's cold. It's winter.
Hey, that's a really nice blanket. Where'd you get that from, Nan?
Well, it's from WearIt Apparel.
No way. Would those also happen to be the people who are letting us use this super nice studio?
How convenient that is, you know?
Wow, that's crazy.
So crazy.
That's so crazy, but it is actually very cold. It actually rained today.
It did rain today.
It never rains.
Actually. But just want to give a quick moment to shout out WearIt Apparel for also, I mean, not only the sick blanket and sick clothes, which we've worn before, but for also lending us this beautiful studio that we have now, and is the reason why we're able to still make these podcast episodes. So if you guys want to, please go check them out. Go check out their website. They make customizable clothes either for raves or just for any situation, any scenario. And yeah, thank you guys. Wear it.
They're very affordable too.
Yeah.
Wait, is this weighted? Because I'm gonna be honest, it feels weighted.
I don't think so. It's got
feels
some
kinda
weight
weighted.
to it, but I don't think it's a weighted blanket.
Well, honestly, that's gonna what's gonna keep someone warm, even if it's just like a little bit of weight.
I don't think so. Anyway.
So
the name Lil Texas, are you actually from Texas? Because Nan thought you were from Connecticut.
It was a dumb rave dad joke.
Connecticut. Wow.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I'm from Dallas. Was born and raised, and it's surprising how much I do actually get that question. But yeah, I'm from Texas.
Okay. So did the hat just kind of come with that as well, or?
Yeah. If you're born in Texas, you come out of the womb with a hat.
With a hat.
Yeah.
you go out of the womb with it.
Yeah, that's just kind of how it works.
That must be rough for the mom.
Yeah.
She's got to like contort as like you're coming out of the womb.
Well, it's
like,
small. The hat is small.
Got it.
Oh,
so the hat grows with you.
Yeah, the hat grows as you grow.
So is it like technically a body part, like an extension of your body?
Pretty much. You don't want to.
Whoa.
If I take it off, I'll melt.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's probably got its own like organs and everything.
It's the only thing keeping you all together.
Yeah.
Why does that make me think of like Rick and Morty? That's such Rick and Morty
That's
energy.
a Rick and Morty thing
Yeah,
for sure.
I was thinking more like Raiders of the Lost Ark, where they all like, like open the Ark of the Covenant and everybody like explodes and their faces melt and shit. Yeah.
So wait, if you take it off, you melt or all of us melt?
No, I'll melt. Yeah. You guys are fine. Don't worry.
Got it. Guys, don't ever take Lil Texas's hat off.
I was scared for a second.
Honestly, this answered my question because like I know you two have been like working out together every once in a while.
That's right.
So I just kind of imagined like, does he wear the hat while he works out?
Oh yeah.
Does he really?
Devin's strong. You're really strong.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
You're strong too.
Trying.
You are though. You are. You got to give yourself more credit.
All right. Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
so do you wear the hat while you work out? Okay. Do you have like a specific working out cowboy hat?
You've definitely worn like a what's the
I'll wear like do-rags and
Yeah,
stuff, and
yeah,
I'll wear
yeah.
like I have my own like gym drip. You know, I like the old like kind of '90s style. Like if it was still the '90s, I would totally wear like jean shorts and like those like high white socks, with, like the wrestling shoes, and
you
like
can't miss him.
a tiny stringer. You know, like those guys dressed so cool back in the '90s. Or like the leotard, they're like almost look like little leotards. You know what I'm talking about with the lifting belt.
Yeah.
Like that shit was hard. Personally, I like that. I think it's cool. I like the '90s style.
I think you rock it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so.
But it's funny. We all go to the same gym. Did you guys know that?
I started recently going to Speakeasy, but I don't think I've ever seen you around.
Yeah, he goes like later in the day. You guys go in the morning. He goes in like the afternoon.
Yeah.
I go around like 9. Oh, you said afternoon.
Yeah, I
That's
go in the
probably
afternoon.
why.
Dude, so many people go to Speakeasy now.
Right.
It's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Speakeasy.
Yeah.
Do you remember when the LA branch was just brand new and there was like nobody in there yet? It was nice.
Were you
It's
going
fire.
there
It's
then?
a fire gym. No, I was going to Gold's in downtown, and like, dude, I swear to God, everybody I saw at Gold's in downtown just started one by one coming
Yep.
to Speakeasy in Mid
That's
City.
how
Like,
it
why
is.
wasn't I coming here? I'm like, dude, I literally had the same experience.
That's so funny. You know what's also funny is in Pasadena, the Speakeasy in Pasadena was a Gold's Gym.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And then they tore it down and then turned it into a Speakeasy.
Okay,
So
yeah.
just got
Speakeasy
bought out, or-
slowly just taking over
It's a
LA.
good gym, man. It's a good
It
gym.
is. It
There
is.
needs to
It's
be
'cause the
more
Great for
locations.
ravers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they
it's a
play
very
good
great-
music.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
It's one of the few places where I don't actually have to use my AirPods.
Yeah,
You know, I
the
can
first time I went, they were playing a Marcus Schultz like trance mix.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
know? And I was like,
Mhm.
damn, dude, I gotta get like jacked and tan. Like, this is sick.
Tell them to start playing Lil Texas.
Yeah, I might scare away the patrons. Half the people will be like, yes, and half the people will be like, no. So that's like my career in a
Headphones on.
nutshell. Yeah.
Yeah, how is that, by the way? Because I feel like with hardstyle and with hardcore specifically, it's such a like polarizing genre, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like you either love it or you hate it. What's that been like for you? Just like as your career, your fan base, and then just people listening to hardstyle in general.
I think, well, like, I've always been a sort of fringe type of guy. And I've always been attracted to the, you know, to subcultures, counterculture movements.
Yeah.
You know, I've always been attracted to anything that's like out there and odd, niche, if you will. And so for me, that sort of side of electronic music has always felt sort of niche and out there, a bit fringe on the extreme side of things, especially with the hardcore and uptempo stuff. But it's been a huge asset to my career, in fact, because it is so polarizing, and like polarizing individuals and polarizing topics and music create tension, and they create banter, especially online.
Yeah.
And just look at any sort of hot button issue, or look at, you know, anything that's going on in the world.
Yeah.
Like there's two sides and people are yelling at each other. And like, if you get a bunch of people yelling at each other on your comment section, then like, it's great, because your post is going to go. It's gonna go up.
It's very true.
It's true.
Little social media lesson for you guys
Yeah,
out there.
that's true. But I like it because people either love it or hate it, you know, and that's a good thing. It's like, I'd rather have people like absolutely adore it, you know, like I do, and like the other half doesn't, and that's okay, you know.
Yeah.
But we can convert. We got some conversions.
Yeah, I mean, well, so I know we've talked about this in the gym before, but like, what drew you to hardstyle originally? Because I remember you telling me that you used to make like trap shit.
Yeah. Well, I was always aware of like the Gabber movement, you know, Gabber house, hardcore techno.
Yeah.
Which was the original name for hardstyle and but hardcore in the early '90s. And so like, which is now it's just kind of called Gabber, or early. Old school, early, whatever. And so I was aware of that movement with like Thunderdome back in the 90s, those big parties in Holland, you know, for those of you who aren't aware of Thunderdome. I don't know, I just started kind of listening to hardcore in the gym. You know, I had some friends who were into it, and it was purely just from a fan side, you know, initially. And I was beating a dead horse, trying to do trap and other stuff. Kind of all over the place as an artist. Couldn't really pick one thing. I was making like some Jersey club stuff, making some trap stuff, just kind of all over the place, man. And took a break from making music entirely. And when I decided that I wanted to kind of come back and put some music out, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do, hardcore. Specifically like Uptempo and 200 BPM, which is what I liked. I love punk rock. I love like thrash. I love grindcore. So I enjoy the faster genres of music. So it just made sense, and it immediately almost clicked in a way that my previous career had never clicked.
Right.
And to me that was like a sign to like go.
Yeah. Wait, because did Hardstyle originate in Europe first, or
Netherlands? Because hardcore is first. You got early hardcore, or Gabber, whatever. You got the early sound up through like the late 90s, and then it sort of shifted. It kind of died off, and there was like a kind of like happy hardcore movement. And then the millennium hardcore sound came out, and at that same time, Hardstyle got developed. So Hardstyle is like an offshoot of the original like hardcore sound, but it all comes from early hardcore. It all comes from this like one kick sound, and the way that you process that kick either will like take you here or there, and a certain processing style started, it created Hardstyle.
Interesting.
Early Hardstyle, like the early Headhunter stuff, noise controllers, all of that stuff.
Right.
So they split. So that's a little background, and it all happened in the Netherlands and Western Europe, Germany, Belgium, Italy.
Okay, got it.
Because
and in America too, there was American guys doing this too in the 90s.
Yeah.
And they were big artists too in the 90s.
Huh.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna ask, because I know there's a bunch of subgenres like in what the hard dance genre is. Would you say yours is hardstyle? Because I know there's other subgenres, like I think Rawstyle is one of them. What would you explain yours as?
I'm definitely not hardstyle. I would not consider myself hardstyle. Most people consider me an up-tempo DJ.
Okay.
But I would say I'm just a hardcore DJ.
Okay.
But I do play Rawstyle in my sets. And I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm American and like, I don't know, like I just feel like it's kind of part of our culture to be like, whatever, like fuck it. We're kind of just like that.
Yeah.
The rules, fuck rules. Order, why would we want order? Like, I don't know. So I've always kind of felt that they all sort of sounded the same, just at different BPMs. Like I obviously can tell the difference between a Rawstyle track and a hardcore track. They do sound different. But are they really that different?
Right.
Isn't Frenchcore just fast, happy hardcore with a folk melody instead of a like happy hardcore melody?
Interesting.
Like just speed Darren Styles up to 200 BPM and make it a little more like Western folk melody as opposed to like a bright, happy hardcore melody. It's the same fucking thing.
What would Western folk
like? Think about like a song that like peasants would sing in a village. like Cepha sounds like that, like classical music, like these classical sort of.
I think I need you to acapella me an example.
Oh man, I don't want to hear me.
I was waiting for an acapella.
But they have this kind of like Dr. Peacock and like Cepha. They have this sort of like folk feeling to them. Well, with like classical music too.
Yeah.
But classical music is often derived from like folk music.
Oh, I see.
The like little melodies and stuff.
That makes sense.
They're derivative of those things, and you can hear them in like Stravinsky and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can see the crossover there. Yeah.
So I've always kind of been like, whatever, it's all the same. Who cares?
That's funny.
Yeah.
I do feel like, you have a really big fan base in Europe, though.
Yeah,
I'm sure because
definitely.
you've because of the origins of like hardcore and hardstyle over there. So I just want to know what that's like whenever you go over there, and how would you not compare your fan base over in Europe to what it is here, but what's it like when you go over there?
Oh man, it's so fun. It was a pretty big culture shock the first time I went over there. I remember going to Poland I was in Krakow. I was in Poland, and they were like, "You play at 5," and I was like, "What?" And they were like 5 a.m. And I was like, "That's so late." And they were like, "What?" They're like, "No, dude, that's the good time." And I was like, "The good time?" They're like, "Yeah, what are you talking?" Like they were really like taken aback by my like resistance.
Funny. Yeah.
And they weren't wrong. That was a good time.
Yeah.
That was a good time. And it was crazy because it was in the middle of the summer too. So it was like light. It was like literally light out when I went and DJ'd. And it didn't get dark till like 10:30 that night or something. It was wacko. But it's different for sure. The style of raving is a little different. Like we do the candy, it's much more like Plur vibes over here.
Right.
If I could really strip it out and like try to simplify it, it's much more Plur. Over here, that sort of like tradition of Plur is present. But is it pretty much the same? Yeah, I think so, actually. You know, I think it's actually pretty much the same. It's just a different...
it's like a different way of expressing it.
Yeah, it's just a different like brand of it, you know?
Yeah.
It's like they're both donuts, but one's, you know, this and one's that. You know,
It's a
something.
good way to look at it, actually.
Yeah.
You know? But it's fun, man. They party really hard and the sets are really late. Like, it's not unusual for me to DJ at like 6 in the morning.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I'm like, I think that's like so funny because, you know, here, even at like EDC Vegas, you know, like we're winding down at 5, 6, right?
God, and everyone's
In
like,
Europe,
why are we doing this?
They're just getting started. They don't end till like 10 a.m. over there.
Sometimes,
That's crazy.
It's wacky. I once played in Holland for Masters of Hardcore in March, and the time changed. It went forward an hour. And so, like, dude, everybody played an hour later than we were supposed to. So, like, the last DJ played at like 8 in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was packed. It was absolutely slammed until 8 in the morning. So.
That's
Damn.
crazy. Just
Wacky,
imagine
bro.
going home after that, just like the sun's out. I'm just like,
You go to the
normal for
hotel
them.
and get breakfast. That's the best part. Yeah.
Yeah.
She knows. I'm like, hotel breakfast. Let's go. It's fucking 7 in the morning. It's open.
And then you go to sleep?
It's
Or
weird.
no?
It depends. Like it depends on the jet lag. So if I like, depending on when I fly out of here, I'll like sleep and wake up at 1 in the morning, and they pick me up at 3 to go to the club. They're like, your transport's arriving at 4 or 3 or something, which is ridiculous.
I see.
But whatever. And then, yeah. So maybe I'll sleep. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll try to stay up. Like I don't know. It just depends.
Got it.
So
go ahead.
The structure for festivals like in like Europe, right? I know like for EDC, the headliners play at around like 12 to 1. That's usually when the main headliners play. Is it the same over there? Because you said you played at 5 a.m. and that was a good time for you.
Yeah, kinda. They break. It's generally. Well, it depends on the festival, but oftentimes, yeah, it still is kind of like that. But with I have to explain it from like the hardcore hardstyle lens, just because that's what I'm experienced with most.
Right.
So as the night increases, the BPM increases.
Okay.
So the last guy is generally going to be the most like extreme unhinged DJ on the main stage.
Okay.
You know, so he's going to be the guy that's going to be burning it at like 240, or they're going to put like a OG terror DJ like Drox or somebody like that on the main stage at Thunderdome. They'll have him play last.
And what time is that at?
Like 6 or something. Depending on if it's a daytime event or a nighttime event, it depends. But he'll be like last. So they'll put the 200 guys on the main stage. But Anger Fist will play
crazy.
earlier. You know, Anger Fist will play like 1 or 2 or something like
When
that.
do they usually start? So I mean like
11
11
or 12,
like
yeah.
PM or
Yeah, PM. Yeah.
okay, shoot.
that explains it actually.
Yeah,
I was like, if you're starting at like noon, going all the way until 10 a.m. the next day.
Yeah, because I'd be tired after the 12-hour festival. I'm beat.
You got to see it though, man. If you can ever go to like one of the big halls, because dude, these venues are like 30,000 per people indoor events. Like I'm not even joking. 30K. Madness. I walked into that Masters of Hardcore and it was like the most mind blowing thing I'd ever seen. I was like,
Doesn't it get hot in there?
yeah, it's hot as hell. Yeah,
Sweaty. Just
yeah, super hot.
The walls have to be bleeding.
You know, now that you mention it, I have all the pictures I have seen of like the European rave scene. It's just sweat covered like European guys that look like they're having the best time, but they're just drenched. They're just drenched in sweat.
What's your perspective as like seeing it from the side?
I mean, obviously, Plur is like a huge thing in America, and like they will kind of like look down on you but I mean, it's just like how they grew up. Like to them, it's like the people in Holland were like listening to this as like children. Like not even
true.
kidding. So it is like completely different, but I mean, we're all there for the music at the end of the day. So,
True.
you know.
Yeah,
For sure.
I think people do forget that often, because I have been seeing a lot of stuff like between US, UK, comparing the two scenes. I know we talked about this on, I believe, San Holo's episode. We were talking about it. And I think around that time, there was like a Vice video that was going around that was just like the UK ravers just shitting on American ravers. And they're like, stop this shit with bracelets and stuff. And so,
I think I know exactly what video you're talking about.
dude. So it's like, I don't understand why we can't all just enjoy it. You know, we can't all enjoy the music.
Look,
It's like,
it may be more proper quote unquote. It may be more proper other places.
Yeah.
And I think it certainly might be. But I can tell you this without a sliver of a doubt. It is much more lucrative to DJ in the United States than in other places in the world. Unless you're really, like, you can get big.
Yeah.
But again, then you're like, you're potentially paying like 50% of your income to the government. So like, who's making more money? You know what I mean? But it's much more lucrative. And for the smaller guys and the mid-tier guys, the United States it's not even close.
Yeah.
It's not even close. So I will say that. Shout out to American Insomniac in particular. Insomniac does treat the artists very well. So I got to shout out him for that.
I feel like a lot of times they're so, like, the UK is so harsh on American ravers because they feel like they came up with a lot of this stuff first. And so I think to a certain degree, it's like they feel like because they came up with it first, there's this correct way to go about it. And so, but I think that's a really interesting concept of like, just because you came up with something first, does that mean everyone has to follow that tradition?
Dude, that's the age old discussion. That's never gonna end.
Exactly. It's
like, bro, do you think like a 17-year-old kid who just got into hardcore, 17 years old, bro, he was born in like 2006?
Yeah.
Isn't that like stressful to just say out loud? I hate that. 2006, right?
Your age is showing, Sam.
Yeah. That's like so stressful. I hate it. It's fucked up. How is he supposed to know about like fucking cat? Like I'll use dubstep as an example. You think he knows about Caspa, Banga, Scream, fucking Koki, like the original dubstep guys in South London? Nope. You think he knows about that?
I will say I have no idea who any of those people are, which that shows my age. I'm only 22.
Yeah. And like, who fucking cares? He listened to Sudden Death or somebody, or like Skrillex, that's how he got into it. Skrillex is the most OG of OG. Skrillex is pretty OG in the dubstep scene, but like still, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like, early Excision, and you're like, that's a crazy statement. But it's a valid statement.
Yeah, 100%.
But genres don't. But here's the thing, bro. We need that tension. I love the old head gatekeeper. If the old head gatekeepers all went away, there wouldn't be that tension, and there wouldn't be this push from the younger generation to be like, "Fuck you, old man," and then like make new sounds. Yeah, that the progression doesn't happen without the naivety of the youth. Yeah, and it's an innocent naivety. They're just, like I said, 16.
That's true.
They don't know what Banga and Koki is, and like Scream and Mala, not the house Mala, the other Mala. So
because I will say I have gotten like a couple comments on people being like, "Oh, you don't know about this genre. You're like all you know about is the new stuff," and it's like, well, I was never shown the old stuff. You know what I mean? So how am I supposed to know? Kind of thing.
Yeah, and it's like, what is my like fucking duty to be a historian? Like, it's like, what? Like,
I agree with that, because it's like, how far back are we supposed to listen or watch or pay attention? Like, yeah, let's listen to as much as we can, but like, then you get into like, what, 50 years ago or some shit like that, and you're just like, am I supposed to listen to like Bach in the classical music where music all started? Like, how far back am I supposed to go?
You might as well study music at that time.
Exactly.
Well, people, I think it's like, people do get a little protective of their culture, and they don't want like people taking up space. You know what I'm saying? And like, okay, but like, you just like dubstep. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's pretty innocent with music. It's like, I just like drum and bass. Like, sorry, I didn't know the evolution of fucking drum and bass. Dude.
Yeah, right.
But what I will say is that if you do look into it, it's very fascinating, and it will like make, I think it'll expand your perspective and your personality, and it'll open it up. And I think that's true with anything in life.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, get into shit and like really get into it.
Yeah.
And you'll like it more, and you'll feel better about it. Lifting, same kind of fucking thing. The more you get into it, you're like, oh no, move your arms this way. And you're like, fuck yeah.
The more you understand anything, the more you can enjoy it. Because you can enjoy pretty much anything already, but if you understand how it works, understand where it came from, you're just like, oh yeah, I really like that.
Yeah, but some people have jobs and kids, so it's like, like, just relax. Like, they have a life.
On the topic of people being protective of their cultures, right? You are an American DJ thriving in a European-based genre.
Yeah.
Do you have the I wouldn't say it's the okay, but have European DJs accepted you as an American DJ producing this genre?
It's been an uphill battle. Some did initially.
Uh-huh.
I think that the Italian. Here's my perspective, and I don't know because I don't know what everybody was saying. You know, I came in the scene with a very odd approach, doing things very differently and in a very American EDM fashion. I didn't really care what was I didn't really care about getting into Europe. I immediately was like, well, that would be awesome if that happened, but let me focus on where I'm at right now, which is the United States. And it took a long time. The Italians were nice to me generally early on. The Dutch were a little more resistant, but it's kind of what we were just talking about. It's like, dude, it's their culture. It's the biggest cultural movement that has ever come out of the Netherlands. It's a big deal for the Netherlands. You know, that was their culture, you know? And so I get that. And especially an American doing it in a very slapstick way, not taking things too seriously and doing things for clout, you know, I'm not going to beat around the bush. I do things to try to grow, my social media.
Yeah, we all do.
It's 2023, man. And so, but they have over this past year, I've seen a dramatic change, at least from my perspective, in their view of me. That they go, oh, you know what? And I think it's just because I've been paying my dues, man.
Yeah.
I've been consistent. I've been putting out the music. I've been supporting the kids who are unknown. I listen to everybody's records. They know that I know what's up, and I know my history too. Better than a lot of Dutch guys, actually.
Yeah.
Because I have to, because they grill me on it.
Yeah.
They're oh, you don't know fucking this? And I'm like, actually, I fucking do. Do you know this? I'm like, oh, yeah. Bet you didn't know that, did you, motherfucker? I'm from Texas, bro. You're from Rotterdam. But yeah, they've kind of accepted me. And when I did DEF CON this year, it was a big moment for me. She was there. Yeah. And
I saw the videos.
Dude, it was just slammed. And then everyone left after my set. There was dirt. You could see the dirt.
Wow.
That's how empty it got.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And that was a big shock for me because I hadn't been in Holland in a year. And I was like, whoa, I didn't know. What? I was like, I didn't know. I have fans out here? What the fuck? You know, kind of vibe. And so it's been really cool. Germany's going well. Spain's going well. And the Netherlands obviously too is going very well.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, I'm that's really impressive because so San Haille, when we had him on the podcast, he's also from the Netherlands.
Yeah,
he's Dutch, and he was telling us how traditionalist they are over there.
Yeah,
they literally
that quote.
That's saying be normal.
Yeah, because you're already crazy enough.
Exactly right.
Yeah, I remember watching that on your guys' thing.
Yeah, so the fact that you're able to garner such a large audience over there is really impressive. And it speaks volumes for the amount of work you're putting in. Yeah,
man. I think it's just, dude, it's we've been a country for 300 years. Yeah. We're a country. Dude, look at us in here right now. Pretty diverse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
Just sitting here with us, and we're new and we're young, and their countries are old. You know, their traditions are old, and it makes sense why Americans are a little more who cares? Break all the rules, fuck it, you know, and
because we're still a baby.
Yeah,
and it's kind of part of our culture, you know. I think it's just you come here and you fucking grind it out, you know. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but
no, I'd say that's pretty accurate.
I think accurate. Yeah, there's some. It's still there.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
By the way, Mickey's here in case anybody was wondering. She's here. She just doesn't want to be on camera right now.
Mickey, you gotta go close to them. You can't go right in front of the camera.
She's shy.
She is here, but she's not on camera today. She did can it be transparent? She got a mole removed off her face and it made it super irritated. So she doesn't want to be on camera right now. So, everybody leave in comments that you love and miss her and that you accept her anyway.
Don't worry, guys. She didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, she's literally just right there. You saw her South Park impression.
She'll still appreciate the loving messages though. So.
Yeah. Anyway, do you have any unreleased music or just music you want to show us?
Yeah, sure. I mean, of course, we're working on a lot of stuff.
Hell yeah.
Got a new album coming out. Got a special remix coming out.
Oh.
For two gents, which I probably should keep unnamed, but if I play the song, those who know will know.
You may or may not know,
so we'll keep it there. But you guys are getting
Is it the ones you mentioned off camera?
It is the ones I mentioned off camera.
Okay, got it.
So you will definitely enjoy it. A trap OG. So
Okay.
here, I'll give you a little build up and then the first drop.
Okay, let's hear it.
Here we go.
I'm excited. Starting off strong.
Yeah.
Oh! Okay. This is really fucking good, dude.
Thanks, man. I like it.
Yeah.
Wow,
There you go.
Sick.
That was like, I'm not a fan of like hardcore, hardstyle, like any of the up tempos really, but that was actually really fucking
Thank
good.
you.
I
Thank
agree.
you.
I agree. I
Yeah.
see why people work out to hard music, hardstyle, hardcore music.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it makes you want to hit a PR like right there.
Dude, that hurt
Yeah.
my neck. I was already working out right now.
What tempo is that at?
It's actually pretty slow for me. It's like 170, I think.
Okay, maybe that's why.
That's probably why. It's a little more like, I'd say it's a little more like,
Like Gabber, is that closer to
yeah,
Gabber?
kinda. It's like definitely more like EDM friendly.
Okay.
I think with the kicks and the like sort of punchiness of it all, I definitely made it for. Actually, I never really try to make anything any specific style. Really, it just
Yeah.
kind of ends up going where it goes, and I just sort of. If it happens to go that way, cool. If it happens to be some like unhinged up tempo, also cool. If it's euphoric, which is rare for me, but if it happens, then I just go there. You know, it's kind of. I feel like when you try to make something, you fit something in a box. It generally just doesn't work as well as if you just make the box out of the tools that
yeah.
sort of unveil themselves in the moment.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really fun when like you take a song that is a lot slower or something you wouldn't normally put like in the hardcore hardstyle like tempo.
Yeah.
And then you add it together. I know you did like you did a remix to Barbie, right?
So it was Starships. I did
Oh,
Starships.
you did Starships, and then you did a SpongeBob one.
Yeah, I
as
did
well.
SpongeBob.
Yeah,
Which
so
that one
funny.
went like mega hard. So silly. So silly. But yeah, it was a good like fun track. Anthony Fantano panned it. He was like, "This is the worst shit he's ever put out." I was like,
Really?
yeah, and I was like, "That's crazy because it's like my highest stream
Wait,
track
who
right
did
now."
it?
Anthony Fantano, he does like the needle drop.
Oh yeah. Wait, did he has like a big YouTube channel, right?
Yeah, he's like probably the biggest music reviewer in the States.
I saw his review of like Porter Robinson's Nurture album.
Yes,
I remember.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. But he liked the song after that. He liked my song that I put out like 3 weeks later, which was way more insane. And I was like, all right.
Wait, that's so funny. So he just reviewed your music, or
Yeah, he's the homie. Like he started reviewing me because of my involvement in like the hyperpop scene a couple years ago.
Oh.
So I was working with like Dorian Electra and Danielle Harle. And then I did the remix for Lady Gaga like 2 years ago.
Right.
And so my involvement in that scene got his attention. And then he was just kind of fascinated by the project.
Wow.
And he actually like was featured on one of my songs on my first album. And he,
He was featured.
yeah, I got him to like agree on being featured, which was cool to have
Whoa.
Fantano on it. And he came to my show in New York and we like actually hung out IRL.
That's dope. That's
Cool-
dope.
cool
He's-
guy.
Yeah, he's a legend in like the music review community.
He's the big deal. He's a big deal.
Yeah.
Like he really is a big deal.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Good
Damn.
guy.
Yeah.
On a topic of music, right? So if you weren't restricted to like a time or a place, like this could be anywhere, where would you play? So for example, like Congress meeting. Something stupid.
Oh yeah, just playing
you know?
playing your music at like a Congress meeting. Like
Just imagine like a dinner and just being like all of a sudden, Lil Texas, you know.
I don't know why I'm imagining you just like at the Boston Tea Party. Like I'm talking like back in like
Yeah.
whatever time.
Yeah.
Like, they're just tossing tea into the fucking ocean, and you're just all of a sudden.
That's a good question. Fuck. Man, that's a tough question. Where would I play? I want to say like.
Could be anything. Signing of the Declaration of Independence, you know.
Yeah.
True American.
I just thought
Like a historical moment.
It could be anything you want.
Yeah. Fuck, dude.
I'll give you mine.
Yeah. What's
I don't
yours?
know why this is just looks so funny in my head, but you know, like the National Geographic videos of like penguins in Antarctica.
Yeah.
You're just fucking playing hardcore, like as the penguins are like. What?
Yeah, that's good.
National Geographic.
Oh, I feel like I think it would be really cool to like DJ at like Petra, you know, in Jordan.
Wow, yeah.
You know Petra. You know what Petra is?
No.
Okay, that's actually in Raiders of the Lost Ark, the Indiana Jones movie I referenced earlier. It's the last scene where they all melt. That's Petra. It's like that, like it's like in the middle of a rock in the middle of the Middle East in Jordan. It's like a temple basically. It's like inserted into a rock.
Oh,
so it's like
whoa.
literally it's like a canyon, and then all of a sudden there's this like, elaborate temple like drilled into the rock.
Okay.
And it was like unknown for like centuries. Like they didn't find it for a really long time. Up until like the 1800s, right?
I have no idea. I'm not gonna lie.
Come on, babe. What the hell? Yeah, something like that. So, anyways, that's probably where to go. Petra's the shit. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Dope.
You should look it up.
Just to hop off that question, and I kind of want everybody to answer this. So obviously, with the music you make and everything, it's very like fast beat, unhinged, crazy, and we love that kind of energy. But that being said, and I'm gonna make this a fun one where I like multiple choice it.
Okay.
What is the most inappropriate place for your music to be playing? At a wedding,
Okay.
during a baptism,
Okay.
when you're getting your pet fixed,
Okay.
or what was that last
Funeral.
one? Oh, Grandma Geraldine's funeral.
Geraldine could be a Gabber, so that could work. The wedding could potentially be a Gabber as well.
I think the
there
wedding
was
would be fun.
the fixing of the pet. That's pretty dark. What was the second one? The baptism.
Yeah. just imagining it. Just,
Baptism is my.
I feel like I'm gonna go with the baptism. Because of the people, you know, they feel strongly about their beliefs, and I feel like my music might run counter to that.
Yeah, baptism for sure.
But the pet might get stoked, you know, and be like, "All right, I fucking got this. Cut my balls off. All right."
see, for me, it's the pet one because like I'm putting myself in the dog's shoes, and hopefully I never have to actually put myself in the dog's shoes.
Yeah.
Imagining its face as it's getting fixed and just hearing.
Yeah.
I think it'd start
Nightmares.
vibing out. It'd be like, you know.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, at the baptism, they're like, "May you be reborn in 240 BPM up tempo."
It'd
Yeah.
be kind of sick though.
That would
Yeah,
be kind of
baptism
sick.
could be cool. DJing a church, that'd be tight.
I think
Hell
the
yeah.
wedding would be pretty hype, you know?
That
would be
happens.
hype. That wouldn't be inappropriate. That'd be hyped as fuck.
I've seen
Like,
videos of people playing hardstyle at weddings
That's dope.
in the Netherlands, and
I
like
need to see
everybody
that.
like starts hitting the
Start
hack
hacking.
dance. Yeah, the hack
I mean,
dance,
for
yeah.
sure, it's getting played at yours. Like,
Yeah,
for
probably.
sure.
We've talked about
Yeah,
getting
we-
married, and we were like, what should we do? Like, should we have like a crazy party?
Oh yeah.
And we were thinking about doing that, like having a small wedding early, and then like a just fucking rager, bro.
Yeah,
Like renting
a
exchange
warehouse
or-
rave. Yeah,
or, like,
exactly.
whatever it's
For
called.
like the reception.
Yeah, for the reception and like
That'd be sick.
open invite.
That'd be
like,
so sick.
People can
Right.
just show up.
Okay, I
like
was just
your
about to
fans
say, I'm
can
like,
come.
you better invite me.
Yeah, because like I want it to be like
Yeah.
2,000 people.
Okay.
You know, and then there's like a section where like, you know, the VIP section about for people that we know.
Yeah,
Then everybody else can just fucking rage.
yeah. I want to be invited early though.
Yeah, we got you, bro.
Okay.
Don't worry. Don't worry,
I
Devin.
appreciate it.
Do you know how to
Devin.
hack?
Do I know how to act?
Hacked.
Oh yeah, a little bit. Not very well, but a
What is
little bit.
what is
He's
it?
pretty
what is
good.
that?
So it's the footwork hard dance. Yeah, Mickey's doing it right
Yeah,
now.
I can't.
Oh, the one from
I
Australia.
can't do the
that, like,
reverse.
originated
I
in
can't do
Australia?
so.
It originated in Holland, but
Oh, Holland,
the
okay.
Australians took it and did their own thing with it a
Got
little
it.
bit. But I can't do the reverse. I can only do the old school.
Okay.
So you go in front as opposed to around the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought muzzing was the dance style.
There.
for-
I mean, there's multiple.
Yeah, muzzing's the Australian
Muzzing's
thing.
another one too.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
don't like muzzing.
you don't
people-
like muzzing.
Wait, they
I
don't?
love it.
I mean, the Western Europeans think buzzing is trash.
Okay.
Really?
They hate it.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but it's big in Australia, and I think it's cool. Like whatever, as long as you're getting down, who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know
It's
there's that whole-
fun.
there's that whole scene over there.
I didn't know there was discourse
being
in between
unhinged.
dance moves.
Being
Like,
unhinged
quit this
and having a good
buzzing
time.
shit.
Actually, I have this theory that if you know how to dance to a certain genre of EDM, it makes it significantly more enjoyable than
Absolutely.
if you don't. So I have a dance background, right? Like I danced for 12 years before.
yeah.
And so, when I moved out here to LA, I was working at EDSea Studio, which is, dance startup, right? And so I learned like all these styles of dance, house being one of them. And then, I didn't learn muzzing when I was there, but, Caleb Dionysus was like teaching me like some muzzing at Escape last
He
year.
taught me.
He's so good at it.
Yeah,
He's pretty good. Yeah.
Exactly, and he used to dance too. So we actually, when we went to Escape the previous year, we were actually like him and I were just like going back and forth, like dancing with each other. It was so fun. But I feel like when you know how to like dance to it, it's almost like activating a different part of your brain that just makes you like it way more. Like Daniel,
100% agree.
right? Because you
was-
didn't like D&B before.
Yeah, so I was not like a fan of drum and bass. Like I was like, this is boring. I want to go. And then we went to Forbidden Kingdom, and it was one drum and bass song that played during this set, and I saw Devin getting down to it, and I was like, how you dancing like that? He was like, bro, just go like this,
the
you know?
kick step?
Yeah, the kick step, and I was like, okay, wait, this is a lot more fun than I actually thought. So
Yeah.
it was super
Totally.
fun.
Yeah.
We were talking about that. On this cruise ship on EDC, and I was
Yeah.
like, just imagine like viewing this scene from like imagine we're ants and you're a human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like just how interesting that looks, like a group of people all just kind of grooving out to some like beat, and how like fascinating that would look to like an alien.
in the middle of the
Oh my
ocean.
God.
Yeah, in the middle of the ocean, they're like, wow, these like people on Earth are like weird. And it's like we all get down to like rhythm.
Yeah.
It's like this thing that we want to move our beat on
Yeah.
body to rhythm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
You
that's
know?
what keeps it fun.
Yeah, totally. It's very, very primal.
Yeah.
There's something primal
Yes.
about it.
Yeah.
You know, and I was feeling that when we were getting down to Sarah Landry and Maya Jane
Oh, yeah.
Coles.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, I feel like on the earth right now.
Yeah. The Neanderthals definitely got down to that stuff
Yeah,
back
for
in the
sure.
day.
So wait, did both of you go to? I'm calling it ED Ocean because saying EDC is really annoying.
EDC.
Did,
That's good. You should. Yeah,
Yeah.
So you two went to ED Ocean.
yeah we did.
Yeah.
Can we get your opinions? Because none of us went, and obviously it was the inaugural year. Like
Yeah.
thoughts, feelings about it. Like
It was so much fun. It was like a completely different festival experience than like anything that I've ever done before. I would definitely recommend like anyone to go to it. It was very like boutique festival vibes, but like because of that, everyone was just so friendly, and like the plur was very real
love
on
it.
ED
I love it.
Ocean. Yeah. It was just awesome. Everyone like played a bunch of sets too. So like if you wanted to see someone, you would definitely get the chance like at least once to see them, which was awesome. So a few artists like would play like different kind of sets than they usually would, which was so cool too. So
like afters or like what, like how?
well, like
Kinda,
he played like, the typical like Lil Texas, and then one of the sets he did like the hard techno kind of vibe. So
yeah,
the
the second
Diamond
hard techno?
Dallas.
Yeah, the
That
second night.
Dallas thing.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Diamond Dallas thing. So I we saw Sarah the first night.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have to play a hard techno set. And so I did. And it was really great. I played like 40 minutes of hard techno and like only like 35 of hardcore and hardstyle the second night. And the third night I leaned into I went back to like what I wanted.
Yeah.
But I could feel it was different. I could feel the crowd. The third night people really wanted me to play the hard shit.
Yeah.
And the second night they were really getting down to the techno stuff, and the club kind of catered to it. But
Yeah.
it was a great experience. Like shout out to Insomniac for just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
putting on something
Huge
incredible and like bringing us along.
how does that whole thing work, by the way? Because like I remember researching it just a little bit. Like, is there like every EDC has like rides and like a location? Like, it's in Bahama? Like the cruise ship took you to the Bahamas. You stayed there for like a couple days.
Yeah. I heard day 2 got canceled.
Yeah. So what they did was you go into the port of Miami. And obviously it's like any kind of festival. There's like shuttles from specific places for
Right.
the artists, and I think there were shuttles for the
Yeah.
GA people too. I don't know. But so we shuttled from a hotel, went to the port, and they were like shuttled us in through like an expedited thing through customs. All the artists had like decent rooms. We had a balcony on a room. There was like even nicer rooms that you could pay for. But yeah, we had a great room with a balcony. It was pretty big. And we did one day at sea. You leave pretty late. The thing is, the first day, like everybody's getting on the boat. And it's like a bunch of ravers, so they like do it really late. Like we didn't leave till like 8:30 or 9. And then and everybody is blackout, bro.
Yeah.
The first day was especially wild.
Yeah.
Like people were fucking wasted. And so it's a day at sea the second day. Then you go to Nassau the third day, which was pretty cool. It's like fun to go hang out in Nassau for a little bit. We were on the beach. It was nice.
You could do like excursions and stuff too.
Yeah, there was like little things you could do if you wanted. You could jet ski. It was fun.
Oh, that's
cool.
That's
Cool.
fucking fun.
Yeah, you gotta like pay the guy and he like will take you out and jet ski on the beach. You just walk over to the beach and he's like, jet ski? And you're like, all right, jet ski. And you go jet ski. And the third day you're supposed to go to Great Stirrup Key, which is Norwegian Joy's private island.
Yeah.
But it's a tender dock, which means you have to take a boat from the cruise ship.
ferry boats.
Yeah, you have to take the ferry boats,
Yeah.
and it wasn't safe to dock because the seas were too aggressive, I guess. And so we spent a last day at sea. And that day we did like, there's a go-kart track on the race. I'm really bad at go-karts. I got dead last.
Yeah, we were getting lapped.
It was bad. I'm like really bad at go-karts. I don't know why. I just suck at it. And then there's like water slides. There's like intense water slides. Like water slides that made me like feel like my stomach went into my brain. Like it was so.
Those are my favorites.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Wait, so there was a go-kart like racetrack on the boat?
Yeah.
That's fucking dope.
And
That's
a casino,
that's
like
wild.
movie theater.
They had mini golf too.
Yeah, they had mini golf.
Wow, that's awesome.
yeah, and laser tag. I don't know.
And
if we
laser
said that,
tag.
That's
free food.
wild.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, yeah. I mean, so I was just at my like hairstylist yesterday, and she also went, and she was telling me about it. Shout out Kimmy, by the way. And she was telling me that it just everything is like so intimate. Like
Yes.
you get very close with like everyone there, even the artists, like with the people.
Totally.
And she ran into Pasquale like at least like 2 to 3 times.
Yeah, he was around.
Yeah, and what was the thing that she was saying? One of the things in response to day 2 getting canceled, she was saying that I guess there was like a rumor going around that they weren't able to set up on time or something, and they think that's why it got canceled, and not that the water was choppy. That might have just been like a cover. I don't know what you guys heard or think about that, but
They told us that it was the seas. Yeah.
Yeah, they told us it was seas, and I even was talking to one of the techs in the elevator, and that's exactly what he said.
Okay. Yeah.
The production on Nassau was really cool though.
Yeah, it was awesome.
The big stage that they set up like right
That's what I
outside
heard,
the boat.
yeah.
It was dope, dude. Galantis.
Yeah, I love that.
That's so sick. Oh
Yeah, it was good. It was a vibe, man. We all had so much fun, and it was very intimate.
Yeah.
it was cool for me. I actually really enjoyed it because, like, dude, like you play EDC or any kind of thing, like you drive into like an artist parking, where you walk into a private area, where you have a private trailer if you like, and then they shuttle you on a golf cart via a back road to another private area prior to where you DJ. And then you get shuttled back to that private area. You know what I mean? It's like, you're never in. And at EDC, it was like, all right, well, time to get in the elevator and go to
walk to your
what
set.
is it? Floor 8? Okay, let's go. And you get in the elevator and it's like, hey, come on in. And
That's
I really liked
crazy.
that, actually. It was like
That's
really, really
super
dope. And we did get to know like everybody that was there. Sort of.
Damn. Yeah, I also heard, but so my hairstylist said that they were at one of the sets. I can't remember who it was. It might have been Slander, but I guess this stage you could see the stairwell like behind where the DJ booth was, and there was this couple just fucking on the stairwell.
Yeah, I don't doubt that.
Or something like that. Yeah.
Oh my God.
We've talked about this many times. Just like don't fuck at a festival.
Don't
like,
smash at the rave.
Don't smash at the rave.
I mean, here's the thing: their rooms are right there.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, why don't you just go to your rooms? And I was
man, exhibitionists.
I
Yeah,
guess
that's what I'm
so.
saying,
You must
dude.
get off on
Don't
like
kink
public.
shame, Devin. What the hell? I'm joking. I'm joking.
Devin,
bad
you're one
guy.
of those people who probably got mad at him for the butthole, aren't you?
Yeah, bro. What the hell, Devin? No, yeah, I saw the thing on Twitter a couple days ago. The girl eating that other girl out at EDC Orlando. Did you guys see that?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you gotta
There's
see that
always
shit.
someone,
This shit
know.
was like crazy. This girl's
Yeah,
like
there's a
making out with
video
a
of it?
dude, and this girl's like on her knees, like behind her, like literally spreading cheeks in the middle of the festival. And some other guy's like sitting drinking a beer. He's like, "That's cool."
Literally, like right
maybe
behind him in the video. It's so funny. He's like,
nice. I wonder if I'll get some pussy.
Yeah.
This always happens. I just it reminds me of Nocturnal. Nocturnal. It's that back sign on the right with one of the main stages where the charging station is. A girl was sitting up on the charging station, and you could see her girlfriend literally like standing in front of her making out and just two fingers
finger
deep.
banging?
Yeah, just finger banger
Nice.
straight. There's no one around. There's lights and everything. I'm just like,
You watched. You were like,
I
you were like nice form.
I was just like, I wouldn't do it like that, but like.
You go.
That's sick.
I think I was more of the hey, is that happening?
Yeah.
Is that happening? Do you see that?
I was like,
I always see the videos, but I've never personally seen anything like that happening at a festival. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
No,
we
yeah, I've
always
never
see the
seen it either.
aftermath, but I'm like, whoa, like what?
Amen orgy.
I think we've told the story about we saw an 8-man orgy at EDC Vegas in
What?
2022.
It was
Happened in front
2021.
of, 2021. You're right.
That's sick.
happened in front of us, and I just remember Nan like, it's like I don't want to look, but I can't.
Yeah,
stop.
you have to look.
I can't stop. Like
You have to look.
It's like
Yeah.
you guys are really doing this
Yeah.
like right
That is
now.
crazy.
I respect it. I don't know if I'd have the
That's
like.
kinda nuts.
No, my favorite
I don't know
thing
if I'd be
still
able to
is
do that.
one of those guys. A year later, 2 years later, he saw us at EDC, came up, was like, "Hey, I just want to say hi. I want to
Yeah.
be like." I was one of those guys.
Oh
Yeah.
my
It was me.
god.
And,
guy
like,
too.
He was really nice.
Yeah.
And he just kept saying like, "I remember you because you made eye contact with me," and like he was like staring at Devin's hair the entire time.
I don't know if I'd be
my
able to. I don't know if
God.
I'd be able to do it. I feel like I'd get stage fright. You know, I'd
that's
be like,
kinda-
"Oh God!" Like
Yeah.
everybody's looking at me. Like, fuck, dude.
Literally,
That's the thing. I
everybody.
feel like they erased it from their minds.
Yeah, you
like,
gotta be horny as fuck
like
to
they,
do that.
they weren't
shit,
thinking
man.
about anything
Oh,
other
yeah,
than like
they definitely weren't sober.
I'm being stimulated in all directions.
Respect.
Yeah.
Respect.
Oh
Which
my god.
Ha! That is
okay,
nuts.
okay, all right. No.
that actually reminds me, Nan. We wanted to talk about this EDC Orlando.
Yeah.
So there was a guy walking around. Actually, I don't know if it was multiple, but there was a guy walking around with one of those LED backpacks.
No,
that
it was
you
the
can-
same dude. It was the same
Oh,
dude.
that's
It was the same guy?
Same guy.
Okay.
And he
First.
Yeah, you want to tell it?
Yes. Opinions. I will say my opinion on it afterward. But this guy had an LED backpack on, full on pornography, just on his
Just
backpack.
girl just going to town.
Yeah,
on
well,
this guy.
the video kept changing. I actually have a snip. I don't know if we could put it on the screen.
No, probably not.
I don't think we should. But like you know, it's very odd. Like it's like a threesome, and then her sucking a dick, then getting pounded, then doggies. Like there was a whole bunch, and like obviously everybody's seeing this as they're walking through the
Yeah.
festival and whatnot. And I'm like, see, the thing is, I'm not gonna hate on porn. Everybody more or less has watched porn. I get it, but like to force it onto everyone around you,
Yeah, that's a little excessive.
that's
Yeah.
excessive.
I mean, it's like, yeah, it's an adults only event. I get that, but it's like also like
Is it though? I
I
heard
think
there
it's
were
18 and up.
kids.
I think it's 18 and up.
I never saw any kids.
Really?
I haven't seen
kids
I
either.
heard that there
No.
was.
I'm pretty sure kids are not allowed at
It's
this
in bad
one.
taste. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
no,
like,
that's
it's
the
like
perfect
shit that
way.
you can do a lot of shit, and that's
Yeah.
fine. But like, is it good taste? Like maybe
Yeah.
just like have
Yeah.
maybe just have a little class, brother.
That's the perfect
You
way
know
of
what I'm
saying it.
saying?
It's like it's in bad taste.
Yeah,
You know,
it's like
it's in bad
go
taste.
fucking watch Pornhub when you get home or something, dude.
Yeah.
You fucking weirdo.
Instead of showing all
Shit,
of us,
man.
hey, this is the porn I watch, by the way.
Yeah, for real. That's crazy. Hey, man.
Yeah.
2023.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
we were just talking about how, like, you know, someone that's like fucked up is probably like walking by that, like,
Like, was
Is
this
that-
real?
yeah, exactly. Hang
Yeah.
on.
that was
Wow,
ex-
dude,
that was our
alright.
exact like way we reacted to it. We were like,
Mhm.
is that actually
Am I actually
happening? Are we
seeing this
seeing
right
that
now?
right now?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
shit, only in Florida, man. Fuck.
For real, Florida
Yeah.
man shit.
Yeah.
Florida, man.
Florida, man.
That's some
Shit.
Florida shit right there.
EDC Orlando, though, was pretty fun overall, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I know a couple people. There was a person. Well, I was going to say, I know you guys didn't go to EDC Orlando, right? Yeah.
No, I played it a couple
just-
years ago. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there was a couple. I ran into someone in the airport. She came up to me and, you know, obviously watches the podcast, watches like the content, and she did ED Ocean back to back EDC
Oh
Orlando.
my god.
And I'm like, oh my god, how
No
are
way.
you feeling right now? And she's like, I'm dead.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah, nuts.
Yeah, we were talking about that. We were like, hell no.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy, absolutely nuts. Like I don't understand how you would even like. I need sleep.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, my body's only built for 3-day benders.
Adderall and cocaine, man. That's how you do it. Seriously.
Pre-workout.
Yeah.
Pre-workout. That's our code word on the
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, speaking of pre-workout, though, I know that you are 8 years sober now.
Yeah.
Dude, congratulations.
Thank
That's
you, man.
a huge
Appreciate
feat.
that. Yeah.
Congratulations,
What was like
man.
the decision making process on that? I know we've talked about it in the gym, obviously, but for the people, I don't know.
It got dark, man. Like, I've always kind of struggled with substance abuse. Always had. I didn't ever really like use normally. And I had a hard time putting it down, you know, and, to make a long story short, you know, in 2015, it got so bad that, you know, I was on the precipice of homelessness. I had 0 friends. Everyone had turned away from me. And basically my only thing was like go to rehab or like I'm fucked.
Yeah.
And I mean like I lost everything. So yeah, I just was like, all right, I'm going to do this time, you know, and I'd had some experience in treatment and I'd had some experience in the recovery. And in 2015, I was like, all right, I'll give this thing a shot. You know, this thing that kind of everybody's been telling me to do. And I'll go to this place where everybody's been telling me to go, where other people meet that, you know, are like me. And so I started going to those places and lo and behold, it worked.
Yeah.
They were not joking. So there is a way out. And it worked, you know? So I just listened to what they said. And I've been fortunate enough now to also carry that message to new people and sort of be a voice, you know, that you can do a lot of really fun, cool stuff and party.
Yeah.
Not as hard as I could when I was, you know, using, but party pretty freaking hard. And remember it the next day. You know, completely sober.
Yeah, I think if anyone is a beacon for that, like you're the perfect one because just your music already speaks for that, right?
Totally.
And so that's sober off everything, right?
Yeah.
Or okay.
Yeah. No drugs that affect me from the neck up. You know, like so you know, weed, alcohol, anything.
Caffeine?
Yeah, caffeine's fine.
Yeah.
In recovery, like you gotta have your caffeine, you gotta have your cigarettes and whatever.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta have your caffeine and nicotine. We draw the line there. Now, like obviously, you could abuse those things as well.
Yeah,
you probably shouldn't be doing that. But drugs that are really gonna like alter your reality in a psychoactive way,
functions and things like that.
Yeah, or like, you know, get you addicted in a way, but like are truly going to change. So, you know, meth, heroin, cocaine, crack, fentanyl, Xanax, GHB, you know, all the
Is alcohol on there too?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay, yeah. Gotcha.
Because alcohol is a gateway drug, man. Like a lot of people don't struggle with drinking, but when they drink, they do other things. And then it's 2 days later.
100%.
You know, and they wouldn't have done it if they wouldn't have had those drinks.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting is people, or at least I grew up in an era where everyone said smoking weed is the gateway drug, but I'm like, nah, it's alcohol. It's absolutely alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah, alcohol first. Weed is a gateway drug, but like, you know, weed's safe. And I condone and I don't want to get this twisted. They're like, I condone like safe drug use.
Yeah,
like
I know
you do drugs.
You were just on end overdose. I know you were just on end overdose.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think anybody should be doing fentanyl or heroin, but if you are, you should be equipped to know. You know, an end overdose 100%. Does a really great job at harm reduction. Because people are going to do what they're going to do. Yeah. Shit happens, and we need to be prepared for when that does happen. Now, no one should be doing heroin or fentanyl.
Yeah.
But people are going to do that.
Regardless,
including me. I did that. And so, it's, you know, as long as you're being safe and having a good time, that's fine.
Yeah.
I just didn't use like other people, you know, and it was very obvious that something was different in the way that I, you know, took substances. I'm sure we all have a friend where you go, that ain't right. That's chill out, bro. And he doesn't chill out. That was me. So it's been good, man. Ever since then, it's been really, really good.
Dude, that's huge.
Yeah,
so,
props,
like,
props
seriously,
to you.
props.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
And shout out to End Overdose for keeping all of us safe.
Big plug to End Overdose. Great people. Yeah. I know the owner and all the team there.
Yeah, Theo's great.
Yeah,
we also have an episode with them for if you guys didn't know. Definitely go check that out. There's a lot of really useful information on there.
Harm reduction is key. I always say this quote to people, and I actually had someone say it back to me. It was like, I always say work hard, play harder, but play safe.
Yeah.
But play safe. Dude, play as hard as you want. Do whatever you want, but just play safe.
Yeah.
So speaking of like all these like out of state festivals, because obviously we talked about ED Ocean, we talked about like EDSea Orlando, and like I know a lot of us have been traveling a lot, and like I know you're like pretty much the ambassador for like Shambhala, which is a dry festival, I hear.
Yeah, it was voted actually #1 festival in North America by DJ Meg this year. Yeah, I think it's the second time actually they won, but and it deserves the title for sure.
That's really cool.
Yeah, but it's in Nelson, BC in Canada, and yeah, it's a dry festival, so they don't like sell alcohol at all there. You can't bring it in really at all, so it's like completely one with nature vibes. And I think it's really interesting because like the vibe of the festival, like I love Shambhala so much because like I never really understood what people say when they're like, oh, like this festival is my home, you know. Everyone says that. I was like, okay, whatever, you know, that's cute, but I don't really feel that. But I totally, like the first year I went to Shambhala, I like immediately got it. And I think it's partially to do with the fact that there is like no alcohol there. Like the vibe just is completely different than anywhere else.
Dude, that's crazy. Because like obviously, I mean, I guess it's all North America. In the United States, every festival out there is like, you know, so much alcohol and like everyone's drinking so much and like
drinking's a big staple. Yeah,
it's a big staple, and like I know it's a cultural thing in like other countries and whatnot too, but like, you know,
that was bad. That was bad.
What kind of
I was really
Speaking of drinking,
I was really hoping. I think it would have been better to be like, well, if you do enjoy drinking,
I lost it. The words didn't come off my tongue right because I'm gonna be real. My meds have worn off, and I dissociated just now. I'm gonna be fully honest with you.
I had a lot of hope. Had a lot of hope.
I dissociated halfway through that.
It's okay. Damn. All right. Well, anyways, if you do partake in drinking, we'd like to take a quick second to thank our sponsor for this episode, which is Quick Revive Hangover Recovery Supplements. You can see them over on Nand and Daniel's side. But essentially what these are is they're little packets of like 4 pills. And each of these pills has Panax ginseng, electrolytes, turmeric, and B vitamins. And they're made for you to take either the night that you are drinking, or you can take them the day after if you have a hangover and you need to get rid of it, although they are significantly more effective if you take these while you're drinking, because what they do is the Panax ginseng helps you process the alcohol faster, which in turn, and then all of the other ingredients in there too. Turmeric helps with inflammation, electrolytes to hydrate you, and B vitamins help you sleep better, also boost your immune system. All of this helps so that while you're sleeping over that night, when you wake up in the morning, you feel normal again. So that is definitely something that for any of you out there that drink a lot, to definitely look into. And then another thing too is, you want to talk about it?
Oh, I was going to say something else. It's a fun fact that I know about this as well, is like, you know, like in Asia, a lot of Asian cultures, they you know, drinking is a very big part of their culture. Part of like, you know, if you have a work meeting with your boss, you have to drink.
Yeah, they drink like fish over there.
They drink like fishes over there. So that being said, it's like, how do these people do this? Like they're drinking so much. It's because they have products like this, similar to this anyway.
Yeah.
Literally in convenience stores. Yep. So this is nothing new. It's just, it's finally here in the States.
Exactly.
Yeah. For someone that gets really, really bad hangovers, i.e. me, this works like a charm. I have never had like a single hangover, a single headache after taking this the night beforehand. So,
and not to like promote more drinking, but when he takes this, he drinks more and he still doesn't get a hangover. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I don't even drink and I take it. That's how good it is.
Actually, you know what? My mom actually, so we were in Vegas last month for my mom's birthday, and my mom is 60, and I gave her that. And obviously it's her birthday, so she's drinking more than she usually does. And she actually told me the next day, she was like, wow, Devin, this stuff actually works. Like, it's crazy.
There you go.
Yeah. And we went to a Dr. Fresh show one time, and my big bro, my fraternity big bro was here visiting, and he got trashed that night. In fact, we had to send him home, and he took it. And the next morning he was like, yeah, I went to Pilates the next morning. Wow. And he was like, still made it. He felt fine. But yeah, also I want to note that there are a lot of other hangover recovery supplements out there, but a lot of those ones, you probably know the ones that we're talking about, mostly just have electrolytes. But it's notable that these, obviously have more than just that. As I mentioned before, the Panax ginseng, the turmeric, and the B vitamins. So those are those are key elements to making this a successful product. And lastly, the bags. They're totally reusable, and they have the little seal. What are they called? The, like Ziploc seals almost.
Like
on there.
you can reuse the little bags because it has that like squeezy Ziploc thingy where you could like.
Yeah, and so they're actually really great for like after you take the supplement pills. I honestly use them to put my like vitamins in the morning. So like when I'm in a rush and I can't eat breakfast at home, I just put all my vitamins in the little baggie. And since they're so small and portable, I just place them into my bag and I'm good to go.
I put mini ducks in mine. Like
Yeah,
little tiny
I'm
duck,
sure you
like,
can find other things to put in there,
Like
but
trinkets.
Yeah,
Little trinkets.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, so definitely go check them out. And honestly, like I said, all of us swear by it here. They actually do work. And yeah, thank you so much, Quick Revive, for sponsoring this episode.
Thank you.
But back to Shambhala. I really want to discuss this because I mean we haven't been to any out of country festivals.
Yeah,
Right?
I haven't been to any international festival yet.
Gotta go.
Yeah, that's the plan. Like I really want to hit Shambhala at some point. That's one of the bigger ones.
It's really just like, it's just different. Like there's nothing like it, to be quite honest. I haven't been to Electric Forest yet, so I know that their vibe is kind of similar, but like you really just can't beat like the vibes of like the Canadian, like, I don't know, just culture. Like everyone is just so there for the music. And it's like, the first year that I went, they have like opening ceremonies for all the stages. And there was like just like a dance performance and we all like meditated together and I actually cried. I know that's kind of corny, but it was just so moving. And like it's really like just like an energetic like difference between, I don't know. It's hard
Is it
to
3
explain.
days?
So what I also like about it is that it is 3 days, but they also have a pre-party on the Thursday and people will get there like, I think the earliest you can get there is Tuesday morning. I mean, like we'll just go and like camp and like even just the renegades and the vibes beforehand. Like there's stuff going on from like Tuesday to like Tuesday basically. So
Love that.
I will go for the whole like week. I love that. So
Love that.
I know that Shambhala is also, isn't it on is on a reserve or like a farm? Something like
it's
that?
it's on the Salmo River Farm. That's also one of my favorite parts about it is that like during the day, like before the music starts, like it's like, I mean, in Canadian, I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit, but it'll be like 40 degrees Celsius, which is like so hot. So everyone will just like go down to the river that runs through the festival during the day and just like party and sit in the river and just like vibe out. And I mean, everyone's just having a great time. Everyone's naked. It's awesome.
That sounds that sounds super fun.
Yeah, it's the best.
Yeah. Everyone being naked is awesome.
Hey, they got some beaches in San Diego. I remember parts of Black's Beach. That would be just naked beaches. You can just go and chill.
Did you also do Shambhala?
Me?
Sam? Yeah.
Oh no,
I mean, everyone being naked. I know you get naked on stage. Right? So,
Speaking of getting naked,
Getting naked on stage.
buttholes.
BC is beautiful, man. BC is one of the most beautiful places in the country. It's unbelievable. If you just haven't gone to BC, you got to go to BC. The hiking and skiing and everything is just unmatched. But no, I haven't been, and it's one of my things. Like I would love to DJ like Shambhala, like Coachella. Just shit that makes no sense.
Coachella.
Like that's what I want to do. I just think it'd be so fun.
Have you been to Coachella?
No, I've never been to Coachella. That sounds like the worst thing in the entire world to me.
It's pretty. We should go. Let's go next year.
No, dude, there's no chance.
Let's go next year.
No, maybe.
Devin swears by Coachella.
Yeah, I've
I am
heard good things.
I am a hardcore Coachella stan. I get why a lot of people don't like it, but at the same time, it is one of those things where it's just a whole experience. Yeah. And the first 3 years that I went, I did the full thing. Like I camped. We like basically when I was in college and I went, my fraternity would go like Wednesday at like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. so that they would get right up like first in line to camp, and then we would basically have an entire lane to ourselves, and we would like set up couches, like a full like barbecue,
That's
everything.
cool.
It was like tailgating basically.
Yeah, that's
Hell
cool.
yeah.
And we would wake up, and I wasn't staying with them. I was a little further back in the campsite, but we would go there, and like everyone would just be playing beer die before we like went into the festival.
That's cool.
And so it's just a whole vibe. The artwork is super cool. And then also I just personally like it too, because I also like hip hop and other genres, not just EDM.
Yeah.
And so it allows me to like still go and see those genres while also seeing EDM, because there's a pretty good EDM representation at Coachella too.
Yeah, if they book. I mean, I don't know. I kind of got the thing where it's like, okay, I won't go until they book me. And then they'll get,
Yeah,
you know.
that's fair.
But
I can
you know.
respect that.
But you know,
But I'm still gonna make you go next year.
yeah. No, Shambhala is her week. It's her week to go to connect with nature or whatever. Whatever you were talking about.
Yeah, I feel like that would be the most. They posted the other day, like that they're going to reveal like a shocking like headliner, and it was like, comment your wrong answers only, and I was like, Lil Texas, like that would probably be the most shocking artist announcement I could ever imagine
Yeah,
for
it would be.
Shambhala.
But you never know, man. A lot of crazy stuff's happened with the project, and at this point, I'm not even surprised anymore with some of the stuff that gets sent our way. So
Interesting.
who knows?
What's like the what are some other out of country festivals that you've been to that you can recall, like, I don't know, either crazy experiences on or just like the overall
What's the one you
experience?
like a lot? In Belarus or where?
Oh no! The first festival I ever went to was called Ziget. It's in Budapest.
Whoa.
That's a big one.
Yeah, I was traveling Europe like straight out of university, and me and my friend were just like, let's send this festival. It's 7 days long. It's a marathon, but
It's a big
like
one.
it literally changed my life. Yeah, it's kind of similar to Coachella vibes, where like they have like the big headliners from like every genre.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, when I went, Martin Garrix played, and I know that's like kind of basic, but like seeing his set like on
No.
a huge main stage like that, it literally changed
What
my
year
life.
was that?
I think it was summer of 2019. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, so it was semi recently, but it was like life changing.
And that was your first festival?
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. Wait. So you've
She's
only,
new.
damn, you've been in the scene for 4 years.
Yeah, I'm a pretty new. I mean, at this point, like this past year, I think I've gotten a little more seasoned, but I'm definitely like a little bit new in the scene. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was-
when I met you, you were like, you were listening to Future Bass and shit.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Hey,
I
that
feel like
was
we
the
all
hype back
start
then.
there.
That was like
Yeah,
2019.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey, it's okay. I mean, you're not the youngest raver here.
Yeah.
You know, Daniel's only been in the scene for what, 3 years, 4
5.
years? Oh, 5?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. You are the youngest in this.
I'm a rave baby
What the
today.
Yeah. What's DEF CON's good?
Yeah.
Go to DEF CON.
Yeah, I
'cause
heard.
you-
Yeah,
yeah.
tell us about DEF CON.
DEF CON, I mean, it's like DEF CON brings a lot of international people too, so it has a little bit of like a kind of Tomorrowland sort of ultra kind of feel to it a little bit, as opposed to like Dominator, which is like strictly hardcore and
It's
like
sick, though.
a little more compacted. DEF CON is a big festival over a lot of days with a lot of international people coming. And it is unbelievable. Really, really fun. Seeing all the harder styles in one place at that frequency is just, it's sick.
Yeah.
I've done Tomorrowland. It's freaking huge.
Oh, yes.
It's
dude.
cool.
That's first on my bucket list.
Yeah, I don't know. I was only there for a little bit. And it was a little bit early on in my journey. So I was still in like the European culture shock kind of thing, but
Got it.
it was cool, man. The main stage is insane, and there's a lot of different stuff that you can see there.
Yeah,
you know, you can go
I've
see
heard.
Uptempo, you can go see techno, you can go see mainstream. It's a big deal. It's very, very cool. So
Yeah.
those are the big ones. You know, DEF CON is one of those ones where if you like hardstyle or hardcore, for anybody watching who does, you have to go to Europe and see a real festival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you like really need, not that the festivals here aren't real, but you have to see it
It's like the
done.
origins,
Yeah,
you
you
know?
got to see
Yeah,
the origin.
yeah.
You got to see the history. You got to see the old gabbers. Like, you got to see it.
Speaking of that, I actually wonder what's your obvious this episode's gonna be afterward, but what's your opinion on the Apocalypse Fest that's coming up in like 2 weeks for us?
Oh, it's cool, man. You know, I think any sort of I'm just a huge supporter of Insomniac in general. And I think, traveling to Europe and going over to Europe a lot, Insomniac is a great promotion company. And, they treat their artists very well.
Yeah.
And so I think it's cool that they added that. I think because they got rid of Project Z.
Yeah, which was super disappointing.
It's a bummer.
I went only 1 year. Did we only go 1 year?
I think wasn't that the first year they had done it?
I'm not sure. I just know I went.
They didn't do Project Z the year before, did they?
I don't remember.
I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
I just know I went and it was a lot of fun.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they did the year before. Project Z was fun. I've always loved Project Z.
Yeah.
But
Interesting.
I don't know. I think it was, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with that.
Yeah.
I don't know the behind the scenes story.
I know they're replacing Project Z with there's a new hardstyle festival. I think it's
Bullseye.
Bullseye.
Really?
Yeah.
Insomniac is?
Yeah,
it's in December.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
I didn't even know about that.
I don't know about that either.
Yeah, I don't know. They're not promoting it as much as they should be.
I think they're focused on Apocalypse right now because it's brand new. Like you can't be promoting like multiple new festivals all at the same time.
That's not a lot of time to promote the festival.
No, it's really not.
No, it came out like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I'm surprised we didn't hear about it.
Yeah,
It's
Bullseye
interesting,
and
though.
Apocalypse, they like split Project Z.
Yeah.
Are you doing Bullseye?
Yeah, but I'm on the side stage doing the techno thing.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Look, as an artist, like you can't play every single one,
Yeah.
and especially with like a LA play, SoCal becomes this thing where you have to kind of pick and choose.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that guys will get in like the Beyond Wonderland, and then you'll do like something else, maybe nocturnal, but you won't ever get Escape.
Yeah.
And you kind of get siphoned into that.
Interesting.
You get siphoned on repeat. That was me. Like I've never done. And so next year I'm getting fucking fine. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. You guys might have to whatever. Pretend I didn't say that. But yeah, you like kind of move around. Like you'll get certain things, you won't get other things. And it's all based on like, markets that you don't want to like saturate in a market too deep.
Yeah.
I see.
And if you got an LA play, you got to like be careful to drive up the demand to sell the most amount of tickets and blah, 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 blah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited about Apocalypse though. Should be cool. My friend's playing. Probably go see her, I think.
We're going to Seattle.
We're not going to be there, so I'm definitely.
Are you a fan of drum and bass?
Yeah, I like drum and bass a lot.
Let's go.
Yeah, drum and bass is great.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I
Classics.
really like liquid drum and bass. Yeah.
Oh, you like the more melodic stuff?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just so groovy, It's hard not to get into it.
Okay.
We
I
saw,
think I would like Liquid DNV
Oh,
more,
yeah.
to be perfectly honest. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but if it's more melodic and more like moving your body in a fluid way, then yes.
what's
like-
who did we see at EDC that we like? Rohan.
Oh yeah, he was awesome.
Rohan
Not
was
liquid
good.
DMV, just
Rohan,
regular.
I don't know what his name is. It's
Yeah.
2 A's. That
Yeah.
guy slaps. Good
Yeah.
DJ. Good guy.
Sick.
I'll
Yeah.
look into him. Yeah.
I know Justin Hawks does like an even mix of liquid and also
Ooh.
regular DMB.
Interesting.
Shout out Justin Hawks. He's
Yeah.
fucking great. And then a lot of the older people I used to listen to are liquid. I mean, Netsky's done some Netsky. Sorry,
Netsky.
it's Netsky.
Netsky.
Nope. Discourse.
It's Nets. It is Netsky. It's confirmed, by the way. But I know he used to do some D&B stuff back in the day, and also there's this artist I used to listen to, Woody, who is also like liquid drum and bass.
Smokeland has a liquid smoke mix that they do that's really fire too. We listen to that a
Sounds
lot.
dope. Liquid
Yeah, that
smoke.
mix is good.
You ever
It's a
listen
good
to
mix.
Liquicity? Like the Liquicity mixes on Liquicity used to be like a really big liquid drum and bass
Oh.
channel on YouTube and stuff.
I
back in the day.
haven't, but I will check it out.
Oh yeah, check it out.
Sick.
But yeah, do you guys like Dimension, Wilkinson, like all
Yeah.
the
Would
all the main
Dimension
mains?
be considered liquid DMB?
No,
or
no.
just
Dimension
no?
is just drum and bass.
Okay.
Yeah, he was great. He was good. It seems like they're pushing him pretty hard too.
Yeah. And Wilkins, I've been seeing Wilkinson in a lot more stuff. We saw him at EDC Orlando actually.
Yeah.
He was great. I didn't know it was him at first, and then when we were walking away from the stage, they're like, "Oh yeah, that was actually Wilkinson." I don't know why I thought it was Armin playing.
Yeah, I was like, this
Armin
doesn't
playing
sound
drum
like
and bass.
Armin.
Yeah, and I was like,
how?
I'm like, yeah, wow, Armin's playing a lot of drum and bass stuff now. I
was like, there's no
walking
way.
away, I'm like, oh, that's just not him at all. But
Nice. Wait, are you a fan of Wilkinson then?
me,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was really good.
Wait, why?
We got an email.
We did?
Yeah.
New guest.
Potentially.
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 Okay.
Whoa!
I'll put in the good word. Like they were chill. Go. Yeah.
He's been in the scene for a long time. So actually,
We're talking like, is he like?
he's a OG.
So he's like 22.
Next guy old, bro.
Oh, so he's like 25. I'm kidding. It was
You ever heard Danny
Better.
Bird? Do you ever listen to Danny Bird?
That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's
but-
kind of OG. Like he's like kind of mainstream drum and bass. Like almost like pop. It's almost like pop drum and bass.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's
okay.
pretty. He's good though.
Okay.
I used to like a lot of his stuff from back. I don't know, 10 years ago, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe 8 years ago, something like that.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, we need to get some drum and bass artists on here. I know we were talking to Reaper for a little bit. He
he's
lives
cool.
out in I think he also is from he's from Austin. He's from Texas.
He's a big guy.
He's a big
yeah,
guy.
dude.
Dude, he walked up to the stage and we were like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
He's 6'5", dude. We were
Yeah,
like, holy
dude.
shit.
Is like Shaq big or?
He's tall, bro. He's 6'5".
Damn.
Yeah.
He's so funny though. He was
He's cool,
like,
though. Yeah.
we were talking about because we're like he will be coming on this podcast probably like sometime next year.
gonna
But he
keep his-
talks out of his eye hole.
Yeah, he's gonna keep
of
his mask on.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to reveal his identity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be so
That's
funny.
great.
Wait, we were talking about drum and Deathpact. What is Deathpact again? Is that DMB? No.
No, that's mid tempo.
Never
I'd
mind.
say Deathpact
Yeah.
is mid-tempo. We saw Deathpact here.
Yeah, I've seen him a few times. He plays like heavy dubstep too, which I love, obviously.
Okay, wait, but so actually, this is a good conversation. Yeah, you know
That's why I
exactly what
brought
I'm
it up.
thinking.
That's
Yeah,
why I brought
good,
it
good
up.
shit. So actually, it's not even a theory anymore because it's kind of proven now. But we think Deathpact is multiple people.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
think it's 4 people,
Mm-hmm.
and we think that Rez is one of them.
We've had this conversation many a time.
Yeah, we don't know.
And our friend,
No names. No names.
our friend, who is a notable DJ, knows who they are. But anytime we bring up the Deathpact conversation, he just
Yeah.
looks away and he starts like walking away because
like,
he
I'm-
knows.
Like I'm not.
He
I'm
doesn't
not
wanna
They're
tell
short.
anyone.
Yeah, they are short. One of my friends they shot a show recently that that Deathpact played, and they didn't even like get in the green room even close to that, and they had to sign like an insane NDA. So ain't nobody getting any information about them.
I had
you-
someone suggest Subtronics maybe might be on there. He's short.
Could you
No
imagine
way.
if
I
it
don't
really
think
was?
so.
Yeah, I don't think it's.
Yeah.
Could
The
you
thing is,
imagine if it was
I don't
actually
know.
4 people and they all played at the same time in different places?
They did though. That's a thing that they did.
Wait, when did
Oh,
they?
Yeah, they did that,
Yeah.
yeah.
They played one show. I think one was
Vegas.
in Florida. One was in Toronto. I think we went to the show in LA.
Went to the
Wow.
LA show.
Yeah.
The benefits.
And then
of-
I think one in New York. Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
That was like last year, I think. Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
We couldn't figure it out. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I was like, is it somebody big? And then I was like, I don't know. You know, because like, what's the incentive of somebody big doing it? Because it doesn't feel like they're putting a lot of effort into it. I mean, they are, but they're not. Like, I don't know. Like, it's hard to. I can't explain what I'm trying to say. It feels like somebody who's like, we know. I don't know. It's not somebody big.
There's a
Yeah,
That's what
I-
I think. I just don't
I-
think it's some like big DJ doing this like Deathpact project.
I do agree. I do agree with that. Because like, could you imagine like, let's just throw a name in Zed. Zed's not gonna go do that.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, what's the incentive for the big DJ? I think, and if it's somebody who's making something similar, why would they do that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
'Cause
why
then that
would Rez
pull
do
away
that?
from their own audience?
She might be friends with them.
They're-
It might be in the same circle, but like, why would Rez make a project that's Rez?
There is
with
a
a mask.
theory that came out. Am I allowed to talk about the theory? No names, but I can talk about the theory.
Sure.
The theory is obviously there's a person with a mask on there, but let's say it's maybe a canceled DJ that still wants to be on
Whoa.
stage. You know what I mean?
Canceled DJ.
In that
Whoa,
case, they
yeah.
would put on a mask, not reveal themselves, and still be able to be on stage
Yeah.
with a persona now making music. You know,
It's a possibility.
you know.
That
It's
is
definitely a
possibility.
possibility.
I don't know how real that theory could be, but
Damn, that could be real.
Because like, if a talented artist who gets canceled because they did something really fucked up, that's one way to do it. Just cover your face.
Yeah, that'd be dark.
It is dark.
That would be,
Yeah.
that'd be fucked.
It
That would be
is
fucked.
it is dark. That's why I was like,
Yeah,
can I even talk about
I
that?
think it's
you know?
somebody. It's not somebody going this way, like big to there. I think it's somebody like
Coming up.
who was somebody maybe, but it was a previous project that did well that kind of like
Yeah.
died off.
sank off. It's like, it was like some trap artist or something. You know what I mean? It was like trap fell off It's somebody like that, I think.
That sounds
was somebody that we'd all go, oh, it's him or her.
Yeah.
Oh shit, and they're kind of going this way.
that probably sounds a little bit more believable.
That's just my theory.
Well,
But I have no idea.
I have some pretty good reason to believe that Rez is one of the 4 people.
I mean, yeah,
on
maybe
there.
mid-tempo stuff.
Yeah,
Doubt it.
That I've talked to who,
Same camp though.
Okay.
It's the same camp for sure.
yeah. There's like definitely that realm, like they're
But I don't-
all in the same group,
I don't
like
know, man.
friend group.
I'm
you know, what I mean?
Deathpact.
Lil Texas.
Lil Texas
Lil
is
Texas.
Deathpact.
Lil Texas is Deathpact.
She's Deathpact.
Yeah, it's actually me.
Haille is Deathpact.
Marshmallow
Just
is one
pretending.
of them.
Yeah. Deathpact is cool though. I will say Deathpact is a very cool
Deathpact
project.
is dope.
Awesome
Blew my
project.
mind at Escape. I was just like,
Nah,
what?
yeah. The last 2 Deathpact sets, I honestly can argue that they are like the best sets of the night. to
Which
be
is so
completely
weird
real.
because both of those have been completely different.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I
Escape-
mean, that's why it's theorized there's more than one person.
Yeah.
Confirmed that there's more than one person.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah, because Escape was very like bouncy. It was very like bouncy but bass heavy. And then at
EDCO was
it
very hard.
It was hard, but it was slower. It was
Yes.
like
Yes.
slower mid tempo, just harder bass.
Interesting.
Yeah. We'll never know.
It's Lil Texas.
It's Lil
You can see it in his eyes.
It's Martin Garrix.
Deathpact, come on the podcast. You don't have to reveal your faces.
That would be crazy.
That would be kind of wild.
All 4 of them show up. We're like, damn it.
We gotta have modulators for their for their voices.
That'd be so cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Since these 2 are dating,
Oh, yeah.
and you know you're in the music world and whatnot, I was wondering Haille's
Dab me
opinion.
up.
Like, does that ever get in the way of the relationship, or have you guys created a dynamic to make it work? Because we asked 4B the same question, and we've asked other artists because
Yeah.
we know it's a wild ride just to be an artist.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah, the work-life balance between
yeah,
that
exactly. The
relationship.
work-life balance of your relationship
Yeah.
and work, being an artist.
Also, how you 2 met as well. I'd be interested.
We met online.
Yeah, we met on Twitter.
Yeah, I met on Twitter. She was
Classic EDM
she
Twitter.
was
Yeah,
being
nice.
super thirsty. My
Okay,
DMs.
that's not true.
She
I think
wasn't.
it was
She wasn't.
actually you that made the. Actually, I don't know who it was.
It was
the feeling was
typical
mutual,
typical internet.
Run back the DMs.
typical internet liking to commenting
banter.
to the DM
Yeah.
and then they're
Yeah.
like, what's up? Yeah.
Yeah, a modern romance story.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. That's how we met. But I don't know. Go ahead on that question.
Yeah, like it's funny because like sometimes, I mean, recently kind of this happened where somebody like Sam was like in a meet and greet or something and someone took a photo like kissing his cheek or whatever, and somebody commented saying that like they were going to like inform me about it because like they didn't think that it was cool of him to do that. But like honestly, like it doesn't bother me at all. Like I don't even really think about it just because we're so secure in our relationship. Like when I'm here like visiting, we literally spend 24 hours a day together, like all week. So like I'm just like, so I think we're both like very secure in our relationship to the point where like it's almost like not even a thought, you know, which is like obviously the ideal. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, Haille hasn't given me a reason to not trust her.
Yeah, exactly.
And like, for example, Haille and I give each other our phones all the time.
Yeah.
Neither of our phones are locked, or I know your password, whatever, but my phone is not locked. And I like have her, like the other night we had a bunch of people over and I was like running around my apartment and I was like, here, take my phone. People are going to call me like, and text me. Can you like answer my texts and shit? And like, I'm like, here, take my phone, you know, like all the time,
Yeah.
you know, and like, if that's not an indicator of a secure relationship in 2023, I don't know what is.
Yeah,
Actually, I heavily agree with that. Like,
Because like, if you can't give your girlfriend your phone without being a little worried, why are you worried?
True.
Right.
yep.
Why are you worried, bro? Give her the phone. You know, like, so I don't know. I mean, I'm at a place in my life where like I'm 34. You know,
I was gonna say you guys are both older too. I feel like that definitely does help. You know, like I feel like, you know, when you're younger and you haven't really learned on your own like how to be fully secure with yourself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That definitely is a huge factor, and especially in this industry where like, you know, a lot of there's like that power dynamic of like, you know, if you're an artist, You have a lot of younger girls who are fans who are, making moves on you and stuff. And if you ever do end up with one of them, a lot of them aren't mature enough to actually have that sense of security still,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. No, I mean, like, for me, it's like, I'm at a place in my life where, like, I want something, I'm trying to build a future.
Yes.
Put it that way. Trying to build a future, and, like, sorry, babe, but I've lived the other way, and it's not very a fulfilling life.
Been through it.
And like I'll just be completely honest. Like, as a DJ, you're right. There are people throwing themselves at you.
Yeah.
And I think, if you're a guy who's 16 years old and wants to be a rock star,
yeah,
I think that you also probably want that aspect of being a rock star a little bit too. And ultimately, it's an unfulfilling thing. It could be fun for a minute, but it's unfulfilling. And creating a future is much more rewarding. And being with one person, the depth of that, like we were talking about with like interest, you know what I mean? Like if you get into something and keep getting, diving deeper, and the shared experiences, that we've had together, and the depth of our relationship, and how comfortable we are with each other, and how much she nurtures and supports me when I need it. That's something invaluable.
Yeah.
And not worth, living that fucking DJ life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I see guys, I know guys, who are like in their late 30s. There's like,
still doing that,
brother. The grass ain't greener, dude. Like, Miss Right, like the fantasy that like, oh, I'm just gonna know the perfect girl when she hits. I'm just gonna know. I'll know it.
No.
When she's there, that's bullshit, brother. Sorry, fellas. That's not real.
Yep.
You're gonna know that she's like, she's in the top rank.
Yeah.
She's not just a girl that you want to fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, I hate to break it to you, but like, guys know pretty much immediately where you are. That's how
I agree. That's a big thing.
I'm being
recently.
real. I'm being real. That's how guys think. It's like, either I could bring you home to mom or I won't.
Yeah.
And like, you're in one of the categories and you're not moving. Like, that's the unfortunate part. It's different with women, I think. But I think women need to get to know you more.
100%.
Women will be like, he has potential, but like, I need to get to know him.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But
A perfect relationship is built.
Yeah, we kind of
so
feel that
true.
way, and it's like, bro, it's a fallacy.
Yeah.
Like, that's not how it works. You have to like put in time, ultimately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool to hear that from you, because it's also like, hookup culture, like in 2023, like in this day and age, is super toxic.
Yeah,
someone
for sure.
told
Dating
me,
in 2023 is just super toxic.
And someone told me, like, it was, and very recently too, they were like, you can flex like a bunch of people, like you can flex like how many people you've slept with, but how many people do you know that are flexing a stable relationship?
Yeah.
for real.
And it's
Yeah. And I think what you said too about just like guys pretty much instantly know is like such a big thing. And I know this because like I'll just be transparent. Like in my life right now, like I'm like seeing someone, and this
nice.
It's like
Nice.
It is. It
She
is
hot, dude.
it is one of those things where over like time, I didn't see it that way at first, but I kind of feel like that. Oh, like over time, this thing was built. It wasn't something that I initially felt right off the bat. And I think that speaks volumes, because normally I would be like, oh, this is instantly someone I'm interested in, or I'm not, but as I've gotten to know her more and more over the last year, like it's one of those things where, wow, like this is actually a very compatible person for me long term.
Totally. And I don't know, man, dating's hard in 2023. I think that there's like, it's like both sides are a little, I don't know. We're expecting different things, and I don't think that we know like what we need to expect. And I think that there's a lot of blame getting placed on from both sides.
Yeah.
So, oh, fucking girls only want money and and then the women are saying, oh, guys are fucking assholes and fucking can't keep their dick in their pants, all this different shit. And it's like, dude, there's nothing wrong with women wanting a guy with money.
Yeah.
Do you know how many fucking guys are in their DMs? Bro, if you want a solid chick, you need to have value, my guy.
Agreed.
Like, are you stupid?
Yeah.
Like, you need to like maybe get in shape, number one. Like, if you're not in shape, you should probably get in shape, because you're going to have a harder time getting hot girls.
It's just
Not
the truth,
fucking
guys.
rocket
it's
science.
just the truth,
My
guys.
bro.
At the very least, you need to have confidence in yourself.
Yeah.
I
That
think
will
that
build
makes the
confidence,
most
yeah.
difference.
You just
Yeah.
gotta have
Totally. You should be
confidence.
aspiring to make money
Yeah.
because, like, you want to fucking like, no offense, but it's gonna be emasculating if you're not making any money and she's making all the money.
Yeah.
I don't care how deep you are going to get emasculated eventually off of that.
And I
so
think-
you should probably make money.
Yeah.
You don't need to be the breadwinner. You might not. You could be completely mutual.
Yeah.
But if you're not making any money, brother, it ain't gonna feel good.
And to circle back on the working out thing too, not only is it like to like make you feel confident in yourself, but it also shows good discipline.
Totally.
And I think a lot of girls are looking for that, you know, it's like, I want a guy that can say he's going to do something and stick to it.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, and I think-
because
I
that builds trust.
Exactly.
You know, if you're with someone like they stick to their word no matter what, it's like cool.
100%.
Yeah, I can trust
Yeah.
this person.
Yeah, and for both sides of the coin, it's like, dude, the things we do in our lives and the decisions that we make have an effect on us.
Yeah.
And will deter certain partners.
Yep.
And we need to be cognizant of that.
100%.
You know, and as long as there's no shame or like moral condemnation
Yep.
coming down, then like wanting certain things is fine.
Yep.
You know, and we need to be aware of that like certain things might detract or deter a potential mate that you really will like.
Yeah.
So like be aware.
Yeah.
You know, like don't go too hard because it might have repercussions later in the future. And I don't think that is unreasonable either.
Yeah.
So I think it's just like, yo, like we got to just be real about this stuff, you know, and
Be
we'll
real.
all be happier.
100%.
You look like you're sponsored by Young LA. You're gonna make me do a bunch of weird ab exercises like that one time. My show was fucked
Oh
up.
my God,
you
that
love
He
him.
had me on like
Devin's
fucking
ab workout is
I know he had me on
nuts.
fucking medicine balls and shit in the middle of the gym, hanging from the fucking
did the
thing.
same
Dude, Sam's like, dude, I feel ridiculous, bro.
What the fuck
Like,
are we
you look
doing,
great,
dude? Can we bench press? Anyway, no, that was actually really good. I was sore for like 4 days. It was great.
Let's go.
You did the same thing to
Seriously,
me.
I was like really sore after that.
That's so funny. You're like
Yeah.
taking a shit on the toilet. And you're like, I can't even fucking squeeze.
Oh, dude, it's horrible.
That's how I know.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Oh my god.
But to circle it back, how do you two handle the work-life balance? Considering there's a lot of travel time, and like I'm sure you're doing your own thing as well. Like
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he does like I think he said that you're going to be like working every single weekend till like the end of May or something like that. Like you don't have a weekend
September.
off.
Damn.
September? Oh, okay.
wait, did you say September?
Workaholic.
It's
Yeah,
currently
pretty
November.
much. I have like a month off here. I only have like 2 more shows this year, and then once the tour starts in late January, like late January, I think I might have a weekend off in April. But it's pretty much every single weekend. Then we go to Europe.
Yeah.
Right after EDSea, we fly to Finland, I think, and then we're in Europe for 3 months. I'll come back like for a week to do I'm blowing it today, just giving away all my dates. But yeah,
If we need to, we can bleep all that
nah, that's
out.
cool. It doesn't matter. I'm coming back. I'll come back for a week to come to the States to do a show, and then go back to Europe until the end of August. So pretty much every single weekend. But we have a good little thing. You know, we wake up. We like to do the same things. That's another reason why our relationship works. Haille and I like to do the same shit. And we wake up, we do our content stuff, you know, because we both need to post.
Yeah.
We help each other with that.
I love that.
And then we get our coffee, we eat our food, you know, to eat the meals. And then we'll go to the gym or not and make the music when we need to. And it's pretty chill, you know, and she is a huge support when I'm on the road and stuff. So she knows how it goes. She knows how it goes and helps me out when we're doing the shows and stuff. But yeah, it's not that hard actually.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
only on the weekends, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you guys are going to be moving in together, so I'm sure that's probably going to help significantly.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
very
she's from
excited.
Canada, so she has to go back.
Yeah, I can only be in the States for half the year,
right,
yeah, or
yeah.
else they will deport me.
Yeah.
I don't want that to happen.
So it kind of sucks. I get lonely when she's not here.
Yeah, I mean, the long distance part, I feel like is what is more, I don't even want to say difficult because it's like really not a big deal, but it's a little bit more difficult to manage, like as opposed to like the whole like traveling for work thing, you know?
Yeah.
But
That's interesting, honestly. I mean, because I've done like a long distance relationship before, and I know plenty of friends that have done it.
yeah,
I mean, and If you really like the person, you find a way to make it work, but it does make it significantly harder.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
I would say there's almost like I don't know if it's like a culture shock in a way of like when you guys, the two of you are able to like live in the same space. It's like you think it's gonna be like, oh, it's so cool, like we're together all the time, but it's weird.
Because now you have to create that new dynamic.
Yeah,
because you've already built that dynamic of like being apart and seeing each other on a screen.
Yeah, it was like that at first, but it's like month on, month off right now. And then we go to Europe and we stay in Europe for 3 months.
Oh, yeah.
So this next year, she's really only not going to be able to be here for like a couple months.
Yeah, it'll be awesome.
You know, and so it is a little bit culture shock. But since when she comes here, she does live with me for like months at a time, and we've been doing it so much.
Yeah.
It's immediately back into the groove.
Yeah.
You know, and
like you already have your dynamic. You know how to like.
We settle right back in almost immediately.
Yeah.
I love that. I like that.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, but it is hard. You're right. You were right about what you said. That if you're only spending these spurt moments together, it's like really high intensity and then nothing.
Yeah,
and then really high intensity and then nothing.
I'm pretty like lucky in that I also have a job where I can like do from anywhere essentially. So like if I was like working a traditional job like I used to, it would obviously be so much more difficult, but we make it work pretty easily, I think.
Yeah, it's chill.
Yeah.
It's chill. And I don't know, we're like about longevity, I think.
Yeah, for
sure. With a lot of things. So like we try not to like overkill anything. That's like smooth and steady. You know, like it's like we don't over amp.
Yeah.
Anything. It's like, dude, it's better to like just keep it even killed.
Yeah.
And
Plus, that's like
a big thing.
It's a great perspective of looking at it too, because it's just like it doesn't need to be so high energy and extreme. Because like, well, we have tomorrow, we have next week, we have next month, like
50 years.
Yeah,
dude.
like there's no need for us to like throw the entire everything and rush it in the first couple of months.
I think that's a sign of maturity for sure. You know,
that's a really fair point. I'm thinking about it when I was like, I don't know, 18, 19.
Oh yeah, that was me.
Like I rushed relationships. Like I wanted all of it right away. I'm like, we gotta like all the time. And it's like, no. If it's a long-term relationship, you don't need to like have all of this happen in a week.
Well, yeah, people fight over romance and finance, man. You know what I mean? That's what people fight about. You know, and so you gotta keep it steady.
Yeah,
even keeled, man.
Yeah, I think like that's. Like just going along with the maturity thing, it's almost like talking to each other every day, right? It's like I feel like when you're younger, you feel this need to always be talking to the person that you like, you know, every single day at every moment of the day, right? But I think as you get older, and you get busier, it's like you don't need to do that, you know? You don't need to necessarily do that because you already know and you trust that, oh, well, I'm just going to talk to them later and then we'll have more stuff to talk about. You know, so
yeah,
I agree.
That's like no, that's a funny thing you bring up. There's like that's a whole discussion because that's a very male thing to say because guys will be like, well, my girlfriend wants to know what the fuck I'm doing 24/7. What the hell? We can talk later, man. Like, what are you doing? And she's telling me all this shit, and it's like, I feel you. I actually feel you. I think it's just a balance, but what the real answer I think is that it's a balance between meeting everybody's needs.
Yeah.
That certain people are going to need a little more communication on that front.
Exactly. I do agree with that.
And then it's up to me. It's up to me to make her feel seen and heard and whatever.
Yeah.
But it's also up to her to give me space when I need it.
Yes.
You know?
I do agree with that.
Balance to make me not feel, I don't want to say suffocated. It's too much. It's too strong of a word. But to make me not feel like, you know, and to make her feel loved and cared about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
it's interesting though because I've been on both sides of the spectrum. Like when I was in college, I think I was like more of like the I wanted to talk. Why'd you guys look at each other like that?
Needy
spectrum.
Devin was a clinger, stage 5 clinger.
I have the character development has come a long way for sure, but I would say now I'm definitely more on the end of, I think just because like we're all so much busier in our careers now that there's so many other things to focus on that are just more important to us now, that like I can see that perspective of it way more. And so that's why, like, you know, what I mentioned with the person that I'm seeing now, she's very like, she's like so low maintenance. Like we could literally go days without talking to each other and then just pick right back up.
That's cool.
See, that's wild to me. Cause like for me, it's like, we don't need to talk, but it's like, I want you to know I'm safe. That's it.
Totally. Yeah.
Just little updates of like, yeah, I got home safe. Like anytime I go out drinking and whatnot, it's like, yeah, I know you trust, but like I'm in the opposite side as well. It's just like if you go out, drink, do whatever you want, just knowing you got home safe. The next day when I wake up, I'm like, oh, good, you're safe. I'm happy.
Yeah. I read a book that helped me tremendously. So if anybody's out there, since we're on the subject, if anybody's like struggling with relationships, or like staying in a relationship or dating people they probably shouldn't, and then not being able to get out, the problems that we tend to see in relationships. This is a book called Attached. It's really famous, but it's about attachment types. And that, got me aware first and foremost of what I needed to work on in my own life. And then it gave me the tools and actions to then do that. Yeah. First I got to get aware, but awareness means shit if you don't do anything. Yeah. And so like then I did all the stuff that it told me to do. And now I have a relationship that's lasted longer than any other relationship. And then I'm stoked on. And so that's like a good thing.
How long have you two been dating?
2 years.
Yeah. Almost 2 years. Yeah.
Like, is that a long time?
The longest relationship I've been in is one. So
that's long. It's long in 2023.
Yeah, that's what it's like. So yeah, it's cool. It's good, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's good.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. That's
Sorry. Awesome.
TikTok sounds.
Your brain is just calibrating TikTok sounds all the time. We don't have Mickey right now on camera. That's usually her job. But we do have some community questions
Let's
for
go.
you.
Let's do it.
So let's go ahead and ask them, and then after we'll listen to the other unreleased track. Is asking about.
I just want to throw this in there. This has been a very dynamic like conversation, and I really enjoy it. Like,
awesome.
Like hearing your guys' like perspective of like just the industry as well as relationships. It's been really nice.
Cool, man. I'm glad.
Yeah.
You guys want to go first?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I got one right here. Well, let's see here. Well, first off, our friend Scott wanted to just let us know.
That? Is that on camera? Do you see her doing what she's doing right now? I hope
so.
It's not on camera.
Wait, what are you doing, Mickey? Well, our friend Scott was also at EDSea Ocean. He just wanted to let you know that you had like one of the best sets, and best overall vibes.
Scott.
Yeah, and then Christian 95. We've answered a lot of his questions prior.
Love you, Christian.
Yeah, I love you. But he also just asked if you have any like pre-game rituals, anything that you do prior to going on stage.
Stretch a little. Definitely do some stretching. I'll do some push-ups sometimes.
Oh, I thought you said scratch a little.
close arm push-ups, so I get to try. And then I kind of like, it's a sort of little meditation thing where I'm sort of, I guess, like asking the universe in a sense, but it's like an intention setting to like help me be of service to the crowd.
I love that.
I love that.
That it's like, it's not about me.
Yeah.
It's about like, help me perform to the best of my ability to give the people a service essentially, that is the best that I can do in this moment.
Yeah.
Let me put any sort of things that I'm worried about aside and go up there and perform to every crowd that I'm performing to equally, which can be difficult depending on the energy of the room and all the different stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I should perform for 100 people with the same intensity and like level of entertainment vibes that I do to 5,000.
Yeah.
And I really try to do that. And that is not the easiest task, actually.
Yeah.
It can be difficult. So that's what I do.
Nice.
Pretty simple. Water.
So wait, just a short question off of that. Are you religious at all?
No, I would not consider myself a religious person.
I don't either, but
I definitely am like, I do feel that humans need to have a spiritual practice, for lack of a better
100%.
word. I don't have a better word than spirituality, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because I think it's like corny. I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. I'm like, yeah, you and everybody else in fucking Venice. Like, what the fuck do you mean by that?
Yeah.
I'm like, shut up, dude. Yeah, literally.
Sounds oddly specific.
Yeah. But there's some truth to that. I'm just poking fun.
Oh yeah.
So I do think that there a connection with the 4D or like higher power or whatever energy, or like I think just meditation and stuff like that. I think there's clearly something there, and even in religion, there's clearly something there.
Yeah,
having faith is.
I was gonna say, like, I remember having this conversation because I'm Buddhist.
Cool.
I'm Buddhist, and you know, like, I have a lot of friends who are of the Christian or Catholic or Buddhism or whatever they are. At the end of the day, people just need a belief system. Like, if you don't have a belief system and you don't have a faith system, it's hard for a lot of people to just go on. Sometimes we just need that thing to trust that, hey, everything's gonna work out. Whether it's a higher deity, whether it's an energy, whether it's even myself, you just gotta have a belief system in something so that you can see the positive, so that you can move forward in a way that's like growthful and like forward.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'm a big law of assumption, law of attraction person, and so I think that religion is like, to me. So I'm agnostic. I mean, I'm Catholic by blood, but I choose to be agnostic, and I believe that a lot of religious practices are just based around like praying, for example, right, is almost like a form of manifestation.
Totally.
Right, where it's like you're praying for this thing that you want, and it's a thought that it's a reoccurring thought in your mind, and that's kind of how manifestation works, right? Is you are putting something out into the universe that you want repeatedly, but you're doing it in a way of like almost thanking the universe for it before you receive it. So giving yourself that feeling of already having it.
That stuff works.
And I feel like prayer is definitely a version of that, you know?
Yeah, why it works, we can talk all day about why, but
for sure,
it does seem to work. And I agree with what you said.
Yeah, we talked about this at the gym, I believe, before, right? Didn't we? Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Dan, you want to ask the next question?
Oh, there's a lot. I'm just kind of like going through them, and then just
let's do rapid fire. Let's go some rapid fire.
Can you go faster though?
Yes.
Favorite song you ever made?
I think Louder might still be my favorite. I really like that one. It's my favorite.
You're amazing.
Thank you.
Nico Marie 96 says, no question for him, but I'm mad in love with his girlfriend.
Hey, there you go.
What does it feel like being the face of American hardcore?
I feel grateful that I do feel a sense of, I feel gratitude, and I also do feel a sense of like patriotism a little bit, honestly. I was at DEF CON, there's a big American flag from these American fans, and they were holding it up, and I felt proud in that moment. I did, actually. So I'm grateful, though, it would be the answer.
Ona Kiksem asks, if you had to change your stage name to another state, what would it be?
Irrelevant. There are no other states.
I don't know, man. I'm just picturing like Lil Hawaii or like
Lil Ohio.
Lil Ohio.
That's what
I
I was
would transcend
thinking.
reality because Ohio doesn't exist.
Yes.
And I would achieve nirvana.
Would you rather fight a monkey or a kangaroo?
Monkey, probably.
Yeah, I agree.
Dude,
Probably.
Kangaroos have a lot of muscle,
bro.
If that thing kicks you, you're breaking something.
Yeah, because a monkey, technically a monkey is small.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Orangutans are orangutans. Monkeys are monkeys, I think.
Our homie Blue Eyed Raver asks, how many cowboy hats do you own?
I think I've got probably 10 or 12 right now.
Okay.
Some get recycled, some get lost. 10 or 12.
Some go over your private parts.
Yes.
Yeah. Zero Down 30 asks, what advice do you have for someone trying to get their EDM career started?
Obviously be unique. I think everybody says that. It's a little bit trite. But I think if you really want to get clout, or not clout, if you want to get shows and you want to do what EDM DJs do and be a big producer, you have to be good at social media. I really believe that.
I agree.
That is the way that you are going to get people to know you.
Yeah.
And I also think it's just write. Just let the songs take them where they take you. Don't try to, like I was talking about earlier with the boxes and stuff. You have to just write and let the songs take you. And I'll use an analogy from hardcore. That the kick that you think is too weird is probably the kick you should use. You know? Because
I like that.
It'll stand out.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah. Don't be afraid.
A lot of people won't like it,
weird.
but a lot of people will. And then they'll talk about it.
And it'll set you apart.
I got one. Taylor's. If you had to take a different path in life, what would it have been?
I think at this current point, I would maybe like get into like the fitness industry somehow. Maybe.
I get you.
Maybe.
Yep.
Like I would do what Sam Sulek does. I would be like Sam Sulek. Like I would want to do that, like big, freaky, like real bodybuilder shit, but also
You
like
don't know who that is.
introspective guy, also like helping the bros,
Yeah.
but not in like the like little fucking fitness industry. Like
Yeah.
I want to be like big and jacked and freaky,
Yeah.
a real bodybuilder.
Yeah. Wait, you were the one who showed me him, weren't you?
Yeah,
he's
the man, dude. He's got millions and millions of followers. He's like the,
trending right now.
He's
Sam
the guy
Sulek is
right now.
huge.
He's him.
Yeah.
He is.
And
He
he's
is him.
big. He's freaky. He's big.
He's a Hulk.
Yeah.
and he knows what he's doing. Actually,
And he's like just super calm, down to earth.
chill guy,
like-
dude.
I actually
He-
just did a video to one of his sounds. It was like, when like is like grandma. I don't know. The caption. I'm trying to explain this as best I can as a TikTok, but the caption was like, "Grandma, wow, you're so buff. You must get all the girls." And then it's like me and Sam's like, "No,
Yeah,
not
I saw that one.
exactly."
I saw
I
that
would
one.
go as far to say that that's just being misinformed, but it almost borderlines delusion.
Yeah,
So true.
yeah. Or I could see myself getting into like some kind of like social theory type kind of thing. You know, like I don't not philosophy, but like still like a influencer YouTube type person.
Sociology.
Yeah, some kind of sociology stuff. You know, maybe.
you have your own podcast.
Yeah.
Actually, like I'm probably gonna start one.
You should.
Oh,
Yeah.
word.
I was like afraid of starting a podcast because I was like, I'm gonna say something and get canceled, and then like,
And
then I
this
was
is
like,
why
you
you
know
have
what?
a PR team that
Yeah,
can like
that,
sit
yeah.
through all that.
Yeah, and I was like, well, I can always just edit shit out, you know. And I was like, fuck that, dude. Like, I'm gonna, you know what? Fuck that, you know.
Yeah.
If
So
you-
I want to start it because I think I can have some cool conversations.
I think you would too.
I want to do it for completely selfish reasons.
Yeah.
I want to do it to have conversations with people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why I want to do it.
Hey, that's why Niall started his.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, that's also why we started ours. It's just to have a conversation, like humanizing the artist. At the end of the day, like
Totally.
you are Sam. You're not just Little
That's
Texas.
actually very true.
Yeah. Also my gym bro.
Yep.
I'm gonna miss you.
Yep.
He's not gonna miss those ab workouts. That's for sure.
Dude, those ab workouts are crazy. I don't know how.
Horrible, dude. But they're good. He's
take
got
pride.
great. He's got great abs.
Thanks, man.
You do have great
Just
abs.
gotta get these calves bigger, Devin.
I know. Gotta get that upper shelf bigger too.
Yeah,
Fuck.
Yeah, it's not that bad. You got a good upper shelf.
Thanks, man. I think it's gotten better.
I
with
don't.
year.
I have a horrible chest. I have a
No, you don't.
I have a pretty like thick chest.
No,
but
you
it-
don't. Look,
but my-
Haley's even agreeing
But
with
my
me over
nipples
there.
are wide.
You're
They're like all over
crazy.
here. So like it kind of goes like I don't have the aesthetic chest,
My
and I have this
nipples
big
are
tattoo. You know, I'll never see my striations. I'll never see my shredded chest because my tattoo's so big and black.
That is true. I know
Insert joke.
the tattoos the
Oh my
tattoos do take away from the muscle definition.
Yeah, that's
a
why I
lot.
haven't tatted my left shoulder. I'm just
Yeah.
keeping it for the.
I remember that.
What was your first tattoo?
It was a tattoo on my arm, just like
Okay.
a little tattoo right here.
Yeah.
Most of my tattoos I got sober though.
How many do you have?
Like 50 something.
Damn.
She's still getting tatted. I got so many now. I'm like, I don't want to get tatted anymore. It hurts.
You're like, I'm
She
over
got
it.
tattooed yesterday. I was like, you're
Yeah, I
fucking
did,
crazy,
yeah.
man.
I
Yeah.
mean, your fucking head is tattooed.
I know. That's why I'm like, I'm good.
See, that's
like,
crazy.
I'm
That's
good.
crazy.
Whatever.
Honestly, though, it'd be pretty cool if we had like an episode where we're getting tattooed, like on the episode.
Yeah, you guys should
I
get
would do
I'm
it.
peak
I would absolutely
You
do
would
it.
do it? I'd do it too.
I'd get yeah.
I'm peeking tattoos
Yeah.
I'm peak.
on your butt.
I'm not getting the logo.
on our butts.
Yeah, on your butt cheek right there.
You know, you might be onto something there.
Yeah.
I don't know about butt cheek, but
You gotta save that spot for something special.
Yeah.
oh, like what?
I'm gonna get 2-0 on my cheeks. So then when
Okay.
it says 200.
Yeah, of course. For sure.
Not 240?
No, 200.
Oh,
man.
okay, 200.
Or you get a W on one and then a W on the other, and then we spread it says wow.
Yeah,
You know?
that's a classic.
That's another good one.
And then the next time you
Yeah.
crouch on stage.
Or if someone's looking it
You
upside
got
down,
your
it says
butt.
mom, but that's a different.
Yeah.
That's weird. Never mind. Never mind.
Anyways, do you have another track for us?
Yeah,
that
sure.
we can listen to?
Yeah, I gotta
Let's hit it.
work on a new album. So I'm working on
Yeah,
a new
when's
album.
that coming out again?
Probably not for like at least 4 or 5 months. We try to drop it around May.
That's still soon.
Yeah,
That's
pretty soon. I've got a bunch of stuff that I've like kind of like halfway through, and like a bunch of tracks that I had to kind of finish. And I'm then working on like another techno thing
Mm.
that that I want to do. I think this is one of the newer ones. Whoa.
Let's adjust it there.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, setting up the show with a funky rhyme.
This one's kind of slow too. It's a little slower.
Pump up the noise, this is a raid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, setting up the show with a funky rhyme. Shuffle up the pack, up for the spin, pump up the noise. Here it comes. 3, 4, 5,
Bringing in like the kind of 90s
shuffle up the pack,
90s sound.
pump up the noise, this is a raid.
Some of this stuff.
3, 4, 5, 6 times, setting up the show with a funky rhyme. Shuffle up the pack, up for the spin.
Yeah, this is like a jungle beat kind
Yeah,
of.
it's jungle. It's got some jungle, yeah. But then it's got little scary kicks.
Here it comes.
I'm not doing it right, but
He's just trying to muzz.
Okay, I can't get it all the way. Yeah, so just stuff like, we're doing a lot of different stuff.
what's that one called?
That would be like raw. Technically it'd be Rawstyle, I guess.
What's
But with
the
Zod
name of the
kick.
song
Yeah.
though?
I don't know. Doesn't have a name. Don't Hold Back is
nameless.
probably what it'll be called.
Ah,
Because the vocal. Don't
Yeah.
Hold Back. But yeah, it's just little IDs I've been playing in my sets, and I haven't really been producing like a ton. Like I've been making a ton of stuff, but not like that, like hardcore, like every day, 8 hours in. Like I've been kind of like living life and touring and finishing projects as I need to finish them.
Yeah.
And like putting those to the top. But I got way ahead of schedule this year, just producing super, super heavy for a long time. And, and like, I think you can be creative every day. I think you can produce every day, but I do find myself having like big moments of like really concentrated, like push and then backing off and, it's not that I'm not inspired. It's never really that, I can go get inspired easily.
yeah.
It's more just, I think that's just the flow of it.
I mean, I would say it's
kind of how it works.
Yeah, it's almost like a muscle, like it's like if you're in the habit of being creative daily and doing that, then it's not the hardest thing to maintain. I feel like as long as you have the right balance so that you don't get burnt out, obviously.
Yeah.
But
Or if you do get burnt out, you give yourself a break.
yeah,
Go recharge.
Yeah, it's like maintenance phases.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
for
kind of
sure.
a maintenance phase, and then it's like, okay, let's get fucking huge.
Yeah.
And then we do that phase, and then like, okay, let's like get really serious, and then you cut.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's
That's
the
a
most
good-
serious phase.
That's a good analogy.
Yeah, the bulk is
bulking
like-
and cutting.
Bulk is like, fuck it, let's eat Popeyes, like who cares? But you still got to eat all the food, and you still got to train your dick
Yeah.
off. But the cut is like, okay, I have to train my dick off, but I also have to count my calories.
Yeah.
Like fuck. No
Which
pop-
one would you say is the bulking? Which one would you say is the cutting?
I'm in a maintenance with music right now, I think. I think I'm in a maintenance with music. Cutting would be like right before the album drops, you know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
I don't think it's as like spread out. I think the bulk is like, I don't know, bulking and cutting have their challenges. I'm at the point in the bulk right now where I'm like, I could not eat food,
Yeah.
which is rare. I'm like, that's how much food I've been eating. I'm like, all right, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
know?
like a chore almost.
Yeah, but I want to be bigger than people, so I gotta win. So yeah. But my clothes don't fit, so fuck.
Would you
whatever.
ever compete?
Yeah, I would love to compete. I'm like into bodybuilding. I like follow the sport. I was watching the Mr. Olympia on the fucking cruise.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I'm into the sport. I like it because it's fucking so weird. It's just a weird thing to cover your body in bronzer and wear a little posing trunks and pose for the boys.
I'm just picturing you up there with all your tats, just
Cheetah print
spray
posing
tanned
trunk.
out.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would be
I would
good.
probably do classic. I don't think I could compete in open. I'm not big enough. But I would probably do classic, and I would love to, but I travel too much, man. You can't travel for like 2 weeks before you compete because you'll get all watery and fucked up.
I was gonna say because like that's definitely been a question to me by some of my friends who have asked if I would ever compete, and my answer is always the same. It's like, dude, if I have the time, like, but it wouldn't be until like way later. Probably.
Well, and I
my
need more
30s.
size, dude. Like I gotta, like you can't, like, bro, to be competitive, you have to be fucking big.
Yep.
And like we all also know what is required to be competitive in bodybuilding.
Yeah.
And
hey,
like,
Larry got third though in his
saw that.
competition. Yeah.
He's
I
like
saw
full on
Derek
natural,
won.
right?
He's full
And he's
natural.
natty.
Full natty.
Larry who?
Larry Gow.
Oh, that's sick. Oh, yeah,
Larry
your buddy.
Galston.
Your buddy. Yeah. So that's cool. I mean, dude, Bumstead looked great, natty.
Yeah, I agree.
He looks better now, but.
Well, yeah. I mean,
but anyways, yeah, so I would love to compete. I mean, I obviously love bodybuilding. I love like physique because it's art. You know, you train and you look different.
yeah.
And it's sick, you
Yeah.
know? It's a cool vibe. It's a cool thing. I also think being strong is important. Being physically strong will make you mentally strong.
I agree.
And we have to be strong, like in general.
Yeah.
You know, life is hard
Yeah.
and we have to be tough to deal with life.
Yeah.
So if you have that,
I agree wholeheartedly with you.
you know,
Yeah.
goes in and out. It's also like just good for you. Also, the reason why you need to lift weights is because it creates bone density. There's nothing else that creates bone density. And if you create bone density, dude, you can be 70, start lifting weights and get your bones denser. Like that's actual scientific facts. You have to weight train into your late life.
Yeah.
Because you will live longer and you won't like break your fucking hip.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh God, my hip's broken. And then
Yeah.
you just fucking, and then you die.
I'll be weight training till I die. So
Seriously, it's real. This shit's real. I'm not fucking around right
yeah.
now. Anyways, there you go. Weight train. Gains.
Yeah. Well,
Very
thankfully,
introspective.
all of us here are into fitness like
Yeah.
that to some degree.
Lifters.
So
Lifters are winning.
I just gotta eat more.
yeah, you do.
Bulking
Yeah.
is
You
my
do need
issue. I just gotta eat more. And then when I'm done eating, you're not done eating. Keep eating.
Yeah, you really have to do that. It's 11 a.m. Eat. It's 3. Okay, I have to eat. You like have to eat. Period. No fucking questions asked. But you can densify your food.
Yeah, mass
Yeah.
gainer. You can
Yeah,
I
or
was using.
like fruits and nuts. Really dense in calories, but also good for you.
Yeah.
So like raisins and shit like that.
Yeah, you love raisins.
I'm serious, bro. I'm not
Raisins and shit.
way out a
believe it.
serving of cashews and raisins. Bro, you can get 500 calories
Oh.
in a handful.
Dude,
Yeah.
I just got these fucking
Alright.
salted dark chocolate
Wait, already?
cashews from Aldi's, and
That
they are
sounds so
fucking
good.
amazing.
Yeah, I'm
Oh
a
my
big
God.
pistachio girl.
Yeah, she eats
Yeah.
pistachios
I do
like,
like
it's her job.
pistachios.
Hell yeah.
Spicy ones, they're good.
Now we know what to go and grab at Costco.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
we just have some here.
Well, we have a grocery.
Yeah, don't
run
eat
after
chicken
this.
breasts. I eat fucking thighs, man.
There you go.
Rib eyes, skirt steak, sirloins. Nah, sirloin's kind of lean.
I'm like mentally writing these down right now.
Yeah, you gotta like up the. It's like fine. You're gonna get fat, dude. Like, whatever.
That's
bro.
how you bolt.
Yeah, I'm fat. My clothes don't fit.
Hey, Niles' little foo is in fucking immaculate shape, and he eats like all kinds of meats, not just chicken breasts.
Yeah, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If
I
you
believe
keep it clean, you can stay pretty solid.
Yeah.
I mean, I still have my top 4 abs, and I'm 188 pounds or something right now.
Yeah,
So, you know,
there you
you'd be
go.
surprised. You
Yeah.
probably look really. You could put on 20 pounds and still be shredded.
I was, I mean, I'll show you pics after of like what I used to look like back in 2019, 2018. I was a little fluffier
Yeah.
before the quarantine. And then quarantine, I got even more fluffy. And then right after quarantine was over, I just cut everything.
Yeah.
So I kind of bulked for like 3 years.
Yeah, that's
I
good.
cut everything. Yeah.
That's why you look sick.
Thanks, man. You look sick too.
Thanks, bro.
See, this example A, we don't do this for the girls. We do it for the
Oh,
boys.
God.
Yeah.
The bromance you see happening right now. That's
No,
that's
yeah,
why.
it's definitely not for the
boys.
girls.
The men. The
Yeah.
men for the men.
If you work out to think that you're going to get like all the girls in your DMs, you are sadly mistaken.
Nah, you're gonna get all the
does
boys.
not
it's
work
mostly
like that.
just guys
It
being
doesn't
like, dude,
work
you look
like-
sick.
Yeah.
For real.
At the festivals, mostly dudes complimenting
Dude, no,
you.
not gonna lie, not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
if you're bodybuilding, that ain't for the girls, man.
Yeah.
And but working out will get you girls. That's for sure.
Not
Being in
gonna lie,
shape.
at festivals, like everyone, like if I see someone's like super ripped, I go up and I let them know, like, "Yo, you ripped, bro." And the face they make, they're like, "Thank you."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
no,
they
yeah.
haven't heard it. I'm like, "Good."
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Normalized.
swear she tells me I look big when I'm trying to.
No.
When she's trying to get on my good side. She's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you look jacked. Can I have $50?
You're so
jacked when you are.
I would never do that.
She doesn't do that. All right.
All right. Well, I think we're about out of time. But dude, thank you so much for
No,
coming
thank
out.
you
Thank you
guys.
guys both actually
Hell
for
yeah.
being here.
Hell yeah.
Seriously, yeah. No, this was super eye opening. I'm glad
This was your first podcast,
Yeah.
right?
First podcast
Oh, yeah.
ever.
podcast
Ever.
virginity. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Congrats.
I lost it
Yay.
today.
Yeah.
What'd you think of it? Your first? It's not going to
So
be your last
fun.
podcast, I'm sure.
You guys are all so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys do a good job. This is awesome. Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait for yours to start.
Yep. Text talks.
Yeah,
Text
That's
Talks?
a really good
What?
name for it.
Dude,
There you go.
yeah.
Text talks.
I didn't make it up, but text talks.
There you go.
that's sick.
Some
but it
fan
works.
said it once. They're like, this is like a text talk, dude. And I was like, oh shit.
Wow.
I was ranting on live about something, I'm sure.
All right. Well, when I'm out in Vegas, I
We'll have you
expect,
on, Devin.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. You better. You promise?
Go to the Dragon's
Promise, dude.
Den?
Piggy promise?
Yeah, we'll go to the Dragon's Lair.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
we've
I've
been
been
there.
there.
That place
I'm
is
gonna
pretty
take your
sick.
That was
I'm gonna
sick.
take your natty card and take you to the Dragon's Lair.
Well, he's gonna take my
Yeah, I'm
natty
gonna,
card.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you Anavar.
Oh, damn. I hope you have a creative way of doing that.
Yeah, you won't even know that I gave you Anavar. Like, damn, this pump is good today.
Yeah. So, like,
Why am I just
dude, I
moving
gotta
so
start
good
working
today?
out with you more often, dude. Coming out here to Vegas more often.
Yeah, no, we're gonna go to the Dragon's Lair. That's
Okay.
how much I like bodybuilding.
Okay. All right, I'm down. I do like that place.
It's so good, dude.
Yeah.
It's so good.
But anyways, if you made it this far, thank you so much for being here. Just wanted to give a quick shout out to our patrons. Thank you so much. If you guys didn't already know, we have a Patreon. And on this Patreon, we have a Discord. We post bonus content. And we sometimes occasionally do call-ins, usually when we have non-guest episodes. So if those are things that interest you, definitely go check that out. I'll have everyone's names on screen, all of our patrons' names on screen as I'm saying all of this. But seriously, if you are a patron, thank you so much. You are a big reason why this podcast has been able to stay alive for this long. And even if you're not a patron, we love you anyway. Thank you guys so much for watching and for just being a part of the community and everything we've built here.
But if you'd
That's
like
it.
to be a patron, thank you.
Yeah. And yeah. What else do we normally say here?
Where can people find you
Yes.
on social media, and what do you have coming up?
Oh yeah, Lil Texas pretty much everywhere. You'll see it, and we're gonna release an album later in the year or the beginning of next year sometime. Full on tour is getting announced like Friday. So I don't know when this comes out, but it'll probably be announced
December
by the time.
10th.
Yeah.
Okay, then it's
Yeah.
definitely gonna be out. So yeah, we're going on tour. Check my socials. Full Europe tour in the summer, which will
Sick.
get announced a little bit later, and then definitely gonna do the Diamond Dallas techno stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Excited for that.
we're gonna get back on that train for fun, you know, because
Yeah.
why not? And yes, that's kind of it. New merch, new visuals, you know, we're just kind of all the
He
stuff.
does have some really sick merch, by the way.
Yeah, we're gonna
Definitely
do some
go check it out.
We're gonna do some really cool merch stuff and vinyl.
Yeah.
Vinyl
Hell
is
yeah.
coming. We got the vinyl.
Oh yeah, you were telling me
already
about
in the
that
mail.
yesterday.
So we're gonna release. You're gonna have the opportunity to buy my albums on vinyl.
Yeah.
So that's about it.
Yeah, dude, the Rave Wonderland collab that you did
Yeah, that
was
was great.
sick.
They
that
killed
was
it.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cody does a great job. He's an awesome artist, and
Oh yeah.
he can read my mind.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Other than that, if you guys liked the episode, leave a comment, leave a like, and let us know who you would like to see on the episode.
Oh,
on the podcast next.
I gotta do it for Mickey since she's not here. Smash that notification bell, subscribe to the channel, like it, comment, share it. What else do I gotta say? That's
it-
part of it. That's what she said.
Yeah,
to
Is
me.
that
no,
your
I
Mickey?
know.
That was your
Yeah.
Mickey impression?
Do you have a better one?
No.
My Mickey impression is just, "What's up, bitches? I'm back."
What's up, bitches? Again, smash that notification bell, like it, subscribe. We love you very much. Come back to the next episode and let us know who you want us to interview. And
Yeah.
bye.
We'll see you in 2 weeks for Diora.
Yeah. Very nice.
Bye.
See you later.
Later.